make sure you're jumping over there and joining us for that. That was a lot of fun. Had a really, really good time doing that this week, and hopefully people that joined us enjoyed it as well. But our attention does turn now over to NXT, and we will be having a look at what we've got coming up. I am still in the process, as you can see, of just setting a few things up. Need to get the chat on screen, which we can do right now. Change the bit at the bottom. And also just go and have a little look at Twitter, because I haven't seen what's been announced. I know that tomorrow's AEW is very big, but I don't know quite how big NXT is today. So we'll have a little look at what that is. But, I've had a quick look at wrestling news today. It seems to just be the fallout of yesterday, to be honest, and a little bit more about Ronda Rousey, obviously, with the Royal Rumble coming up. Can Andre Chase and Bodie Hayward get victory in the Dusty Classic against grizzled young veterans? So we've got that tonight. Looks like it's going to be quite Dusty Classic heavy. So we've got Chase University against grizzled young veterans. MSK are going to be taking on Jacket Time. So we've got that. We've got Solo Sikoa taking on Boa in a non-DQ match. So we've got that tonight as well. It says special musical performance by Ollie J. I don't know who Ollie J is. She's got big boobs, though. I know that much. So, Ollie J is someone to keep an eye out for. It's a bit weird, isn't it? We're having, like, special musical performances now. We've got Cameron Grimes, who's going to go one-on-one with Tony D'Angelo. Get ready for a toxic tag team match as Indi Hartwell, Kaylee Ray, and Persia Pirotta take on Toxic Attraction. So we've got that as well. There's quite a bit here, actually. I didn't realize they'd previewed so much stuff. So we've got a few different Dusty Classic matches. We've got a 6-woman tag match. And we've got a special musical performance by Ollie J. So got all that to look forward to tonight. Reports coming in of an NXT superstar wanting his release. Jim Cornette's trending. What's he done now? What's Jim Cornette done? Using Jim Cornette as the source doesn't seem very credible. There are reportedly people in AEW who are sick of Cody Rhodes. Current AEW champion Cody, TNT champion Cody, made his return, where he cut a promo announcing a unification ladder match. Wrestling historian Brian Lass spoke about the segment on the Jim Cornette Experience, where he revealed that he had heard from people who in AEW who were sick of Cody Rhodes. So Jim Cornette is trending because Wrestle Talk have basically cited him as a source when it comes to people being sick of Cody. So, Jim Cornette trending. Ronda Rousey is trending. Shawn Michaels is trending. Brian Kendrick is trending. Why the flip is Brian Kendrick trending? WrestleMania is trending. And that is about it, by the looks of it. Please read. My normal account worked on the web. How strange. How strange. Airflow Games said Days NXT Stand and Deliver on the same night as Mania Night 1. Is that true? On the same day? How's that going to work? Surely not. Surely it's going to be a different day. I can't imagine they're going to do NXT on the same day as WrestleMania. So it might be the same weekend, but surely not the same day, unless that's passed me by. The makeup artist for Ronda is scheduled for the Rumble and Raw after. Is this the level we're getting to now? Where people are finding out what the makeup artists are doing? Guys, we've got breaking news. The makeup artist, the person that walks Ronda Rousey's dogs, is going to be at Raw after the Royal Rumble. Oh my God. A WWE official went over to meet Ronda and discuss it's Ronda's decision if she wants to be there, but it looks likely that she will accept. Kendrick is the one who requested his release. That's why he's trending. Fair play. Does anyone care? Is anyone bothered? I mean, I didn't even know he was still there, to be honest. Who even in Jim Cornette? Wasn't he a wrestling journalist? Does he hate WWE? Jim Cornette is someone that used to work in wrestling, worked for the NWA. He worked for WWE. He was the person that used to write a lot of the shows along with Vince in the kind of mid to late 90s. Eventually, it would get taken over by Vince Russo, but before Vince Russo, it was Vince, it was Bruce Pritchard, it was Jim Cornette. So, I mean, he is someone that has an interesting perspective on wrestling. You know, you can say an old school perspective on wrestling as well. But as a historian, he is amazing. Like his knowledge of wrestling is stunning. He is someone that's on dark side of the ring. He's someone that has got like so much wrestling. If you've ever seen his loft, you know, and what he actually has, like he's got all the old programs. He spoke on his podcast years ago about a book that was called, oh God, I can't remember the name of it, The Fall Guys, and it's all about wrestling between like the turn of the 20th century all the way up to the 40s. And it covers like Ed Strangler, Lewis, Toots Mont, like, you know, Jenkins, and like all the old wrestlers from like before the Second World War. And it's such an interesting book. I actually bought it on what Jim Cornette said, and it's really interesting. It's really interesting. He hates AEW. He is not a fan of modern wrestling, but yeah, if you're interested in learning about the history of wrestling, he's very, very good. Very good. I don't think I'd be going to him for info like that, though. I don't think I'd be going to Jim Cornette to find out what was happening in the wrestling world now. But no, if you want to find out about the history of wrestling, then it's a very good source. What do you think of my tweet about Ronda's Twitch stream? I don't know that I saw it, but I don't spend too long on Twitter. I don't bother with it that much. I tend to go on, try to catch up with a few notifications, but I don't really get a chance to go back through all of them. And yeah, I just don't really spend much time on it. It just seems a bit counterproductive. So yeah, much rather just kind of spend my time doing streams and focusing on other bits that I need to do. I don't think Brian Kendrick is on the active roster, said Jilly, but I still think he's a trainer. Brad said, Cornette's entertaining, definitely old school. I was just listening to Jim Cornette's. Days, WWE has filed a trademark for the Queen. Oh my God. What's the Queen going to do? What's our Queen going to do? What's she meant to call herself now then? The OG Queen or something. Can't be having that. You can't have that. No way. Maybe we'll allow it in wrestling terms, because I can't see our Queen getting involved in professional wrestling, but I'm not sure how I feel about it all. Matthew said, I've got the new WWE 2022 date thing. The first WWE superstar, Roman Reigns. Good podcast. Jeff Jarrett talked about the Rumble. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? I thought you was talking about 2K22, which actually they sent me an email the other day, you know. It was just a press release just talking about like all the stuff that got announced the other day. But they seemed very excited in the email, let me tell you. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. People just want to complain because it's Ronda. I don't have a problem. She's never won it. Bianca doesn't need to win it again. She's already a star. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what people are thinking in regards to Ronda. I'd imagine people would be against it because she's someone that's coming in that hasn't really put the groundwork in, if you will. Do you know what I mean? You got people like Liv, Naomi, Bianca that are like, you know, week in, week out. I could imagine people would want to see them succeed or them win. But I don't mind Ronda. I don't mind Ronda. I think, if you're going to have revolutionized women's sport in the way that she has, because she has definitely helped break down barriers. I mean, she is one of the first women to go into a male-only sport and, by the end of her run, be headlining and selling, loads of pay-per-views and capturing the attention of the world. So, she made a massive splash in the UFC. That's obviously opened a massive door for her. And kind of felt like her last run wasn't concluded. So, definitely feels like there's unfinished business for her. So, I mean, I don't mind it either. But I could understand why people do have a problem with it. Is WWE 2K22 on the PS4 this year? Do you know what? They sent me that email, didn't they? And I'm pretty sure it would be listed in there if it's going to be on it or not. I got this. I mean, I just don't check my emails. I got this on January the 20th. I got this 6 days ago. It says 2K announcing flagship, blah, 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 colourful, available for pre-order, my career, 2K shirt. There's so much text here. It's so much. Yes, the standard edition, $59.99 on PS4, Xbox One, $49.99 on PC. Oh, it's a bit cheaper on PC. I wonder why. And $64.99 on PS5 and Xbox X. That's really interesting, actually. So you can get it on PC for $49.99. On PS4, it's $59, and on PS5, it's $64. The cross-gen bundle will include the standard edition, and you can also get Starcade 96 Rey Mysterio pack. Deluxe edition, $84.99 on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X, and S. Doesn't say that's on PC, though. So perhaps there's only the standard on PC. Although saying that, you can get... Oh, hang on. Yes, and PC. So you can get it on PC. And you can get the NWO for Life edition, which is £105. Do you know what really grabbed me about 2K22 is that there doesn't appear to be, and correct me if I'm wrong, please feel free, there doesn't appear to be like a pop vinyl or an autograph or a piece of ring or any of that kind of memorabilia. It's all like, get this wrestler, get that wrestler, get, different versions of this person and all that kind of stuff. Get the season pass. But where's the autographs? That's the bit I loved. That was part of the reason why I only bought the games, to be honest, was because I wanted to get, the exclusive pop vinyl, or I wanted to get the autograph or something like that. So I must admit, I am a little bit disappointed that there doesn't appear to be anything like that this time around. I think already that's a bit of a missed opportunity. But perhaps they just kind of think, well, we're going to focus on the game. We ain't going to worry about, the stuff that goes with it too much. We'll just give them more content. Don't know. If you put my titles on the line, I haven't seen a superstar. They will be happy. They should be me, champions, NXT main roster. I don't know what that means, Rachel. James Chadwick said, Days, I'm still trying to recover from that hard-hitting diss track. How will I recover? I've got to tell you, James, if I honestly felt that it was going to be nasty or anything, I wouldn't have played it, of course. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, this is fine. And I don't think you're the one that should be upset. I think Chad Wiggle should be the one that's concerned. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. Chad Wiggle is coming to an end, or whatever it said. Chad Wiggle is over. I was like, I don't even know what's happening. So yes, I'm sure there will be some sleepless nights for you, bud. DDP Jake the Snake podcast spoke about who F bad words is Ray. Tomorrow, Ric Flair podcast talking about the Royal Rumble. They have a Ray replica mask. Do they? They have a Ray replica mask. I have not seen this news. You can get a Ray replica mask. I mean, I feel like that should be front and center. but I have not seen that news anywhere. I mean, in all fairness, right, I'm just going to show you. Look at this look at this email right here, look. Right, I got this 6 days ago. And, look at all this. All this text. I'm meant to read all this. I mean, I want to know about the game. I don't want to know. I don't need a novel. Look, it still keeps going. I ain't reading all that. So, in there could be some information about a Rey Mysterio mask, but I skimmed through and I didn't see it. And to be honest, I still can't see it now. But I believe you. Rey Mysterio replica mask. Let's have a look. Replica mask. Is there like a picture of it or something? News? Just got a release date and a collector's edition. 2K has announced collector's edition. It'll set you back. What? I never saw this. The collector's edition, $200. That was not in the email. They did not mention a flipping $200 collector's edition. So this might be like US only or something. $200 you get like everything, the steelbook and a replica Rey Mysterio mask. Gotta tell you, man, I reckon you could buy that mask on WWE Shop anyway, though. It's probably a special one. It's probably one that has been made just for the game, in all fairness. So it definitely counts. I'm not discrediting it. But, wow. It's on the cover. It'll set you back $200. You can get it from EB Games. Well, there we go. Wow. Mind blown. Dave, someone asked her on Twitch if she was going to be in the Rumble, and she said, wait and see. Great answer. Am I going to be in the Rumble? Wait and see. Most games have a collector's edition, but it's still not worth it just for a mask. No, I don't disagree. I must admit, like, if it's something that if you can't get, then I would be interested. So, like, if they weren't selling or you couldn't get Rey Mysterio masks, then I'd be like, wow, that's pretty special. But, I mean, you've been able to buy Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio must have the most, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Dodgy masks, knockoff masks. Like, there's a whole black market that just sell Rey Mysterio. I've got one. I've got, like, I don't know where it is, but I've got a Rey Mysterio mask when I went to Mexico. There was just a whole stall selling knockoff Rey Mysterio masks. So, in all fairness, he has updated it, though, and he's got that kind of mohawk down the middle of it now. But, yeah, I mean, I would probably want, like, an autograph or something like that. Something that is not as easy to obtain. But, summer, isn't it? Summer for the kids. Has your pick changed to Ronda? The bookies are confident. Has my pick changed? I'm not going to change my pick, no. I'm going to stick with Bianca. I think it's an interesting development. I think there's a great chance that she does win it. I think if she's in it, she surely wins it. But even if she's in it, Becky could come down and eliminate her. I just think if she is in it, it's hard to see her not winning it, isn't it? She's never won it before. So, if she is in it, I can't imagine they're going to bring her back and not have her. We want to bring you back so that you don't win the Rumble. Like, I don't know. I don't see that. So, if she is in it and it looks like she's going to be, then, yeah, I reckon there's a good chance. I mean, we were looking yesterday. Someone said you can get 9-1 on Ronda, and you might not get those odds now. I mean, that was maybe a great opportunity to make some money. We were talking about it last night, about how, 9-1, you put 100 down, you could get 1,000 back. Again, I don't know if those odds are going to be as good now. The bookies might have caught onto it, but yeah, I didn't go for it. And you know what? If she does win it now, I'll think, oh, what an idiot. Should have put some money down. What MMA fighter would you like to see in the men's and women's rumbles? I'd want someone that the fans know. I mean, if you're going to bring out someone, then it needs to be someone that people are aware of. So I would love Thug Rose. I don't know. I feel like Thug Rose. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if casuals know her or not. It's really hard to know if casuals know of her. She's very distinctive, what with her shaved head. But I don't know if she came out, would people know that it was Thug Rose? So I kind of feel like I'd love to see Thug Rose in there. For the men, I suppose it would have to be someone like Conor, wouldn't it? I mean, you'd be guaranteed to get a big pop if it was Conor. If it's not going to be Conor, who do people know? Adesanya, Israel Adesanya. He always tends to do well when it's his pay-per-views. So maybe Adesanya. I know Sugar Sean O'Malley is very popular, but again, it's hard to know. What you wouldn't want is you wouldn't want someone walking out there like Islam Makhachev. And people are just like, who's that? Masvidal might not be too bad. People probably know Masvidal. I'd want it to be a great, massive reaction, Going Ghost said, since WWE is trying to push Liv, how would you feel if the last two are Bianca and Liv? Bianca eliminates Liv, but they would still give Liv a push. I mean, I'd be all right with that. I mean, I don't know how do you give Liv a push if she doesn't win the Rumble? Does she win Elimination Chamber? I feel like Liv's a bit too weak to win Elimination Chamber. I feel like Liv, to me, could win the Rumble because I think stamina-wise, cardio, conditioning, I think she's good enough to win a Rumble. Like, I reckon she could be like the Iron Woman, and she could go the distance and get down as long as she's not eliminated. Well, obviously, as long as she's not eliminated, but as long as she's not like ganged upon or someone big doesn't grab a hold of her, and she just kind of stays out the way a little bit. I think you could make a quite compelling story for Liv to win the Rumble. I don't see her winning an Elimination Chamber. I just think she's too soft to win an Elimination Chamber. She's just like, she can't cut a promo without nearly bursting into tears. So I kind of feel like if she's going to get to WrestleMania, for me, the most believable way would be the Royal Rumble. Ladder matches are fine. Some Money in the Bank would be fine. Her climbing up a ladder, that's fine. Her winning, outlasting everyone in a Rumble is fine. I can't see her winning Elimination Chamber. I can't see that. I kind of feel like Elimination Chamber should be a Shayna or a Rhea, or, someone's got a bit of size to them. It's a demonic structure. Do you know what I mean? Metal everywhere, unforgiving. The devil's playground. So, I don't know, I can't see Liv winning that. But I don't mind Liv being pushed. I think she's, bided her time. She's had a little nibble. And obviously did well at day one. So, yeah, fine with it. Are you excited about Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley? I know you're not much into Mox, but I know you're full of praise for Bryan in AEW. You know me very well. I'm not really into Moxley. He doesn't do anything for me. I'm not a deathmatch person. So him having death matches where he's just, barbed wire and making himself bleed and all this kind of stuff, doesn't do it for me. I don't see that as being like better than a great match. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, wow, this is better because there's blood. In fact, I think sometimes it can actually take away because I think rather than actually wrestling good matches, it's just easy to get some barbed wire and, just do something with that. And that way, the crowd react to that. And not really the actual match itself. So it's not my kind of thing. But I do like Bryan Danielson. Yep, I do like Bryan Danielson. I mean, I would imagine they'll have Moxley try to do that kind of deathmatch thing. They'll try and take Danielson into those deep waters and try and get him into some kind of a deathmatch situation. I'm sure that like Danielson will be busted open, but I'm kind of hoping that we can get a good match out of it. Still, I don't want to see Danielson in a deathmatch. I kind of think like I like the idea of him being in a death match but trying to wrestle and actually not trying to have a death match, whereas Moxley's the one that's constantly grabbing weapons and whatever. So we'll see. I ain't down on it. It's you are right though. I'm into Danielson and I'm not really into Moxley, so I'm about 50% into it. Going Ghost said it would give Liv a push because she is one of the last 2 in the Rumble, even though she would get eliminated, so it would further her momentum. Oh, okay. If you mean like that way, whereby she gets like the Iron Woman, you know, because there are people, it's not just the winner that comes out of Rumbles looking good. There's normally someone that gets like the most eliminations. There's normally someone that's the longest in the Rumble match itself. We just did a wrestling escape pods, and one of the questions that was on that came up was Chris Jericho has been in the Royal Rumble the longest. If you add all of his appearances together, how long has he been in there for? And it's actually nearly 5 hours. Jericho's done nearly 5 hours in there. There's people that I know that have done like an hour, over an hour. I think Daniel Bryan did like an hour and 15 minutes once in just one Rumble. So, like, that's amazing, isn't it? And like Jericho, as you said, add all his together, it comes up to about 5 hours. He's been in the Royal Rumble. And that's the most. Just ahead of, I think he was just ahead of Kane. I'd have to double check it. But either way, no, I think it's Randy Orton, actually. I think he's just ahead of Randy Orton. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I kind of feel that it makes sense for Bianca to maybe be the Iron Woman. But you can tell that story any year. You know, Bianca's cardio and conditioning just really leans itself to her being the Iron Woman, coming in at 1 and still being in the final 2, and maybe not winning. I could see Bianca having a few Rumble wins. I really can. I think the Rumble just plays into her hands perfectly. She's strong. She's got cardio. She's got conditioning. I kind of feel like she is someone that should go on to win the Rumble more than once, especially considering she's already done it and she's very young. So, yeah, I don't mind that. And I don't mind Liv getting, like, you know, a bit of spotlight as well. Definitely. My predictions for surprises: women's, Raquel, Io, Cameron, Melina, Asuka, Ronda; men's, Gunter, Breakker, Corey, Rob Van Dam; Forbidden Door entry, Matt Cardona, brackets Zack Ryder, or someone like that. Taboy said, didn't Jericho hide under the ring once or leave the ring? Can't remember, to be honest. Can't remember. But it was... probably. A lot of them have. I just saw Aaron. I was just distracted then because Aaron said something about his video, which was awesome. What did Aaron say? Aaron said... I don't know where he's gone. Oh, there. Sorry if my video was hard to understand. Talking isn't my best asset. No, not at all, dude. The only thing was that it was just a little quiet. So I was trying to turn it up. That was all. I was just trying to turn it up so that I could make sure everyone could like hear it, because it wasn't nothing to do with you. It was just the actual audio itself was a bit quiet. So I was trying to turn that up. That's why when we came back from it, I was a little bit like, oh, I'm in a different menu here, and I couldn't find my way back. But it's a brilliant question. Aaron, again on the Wrestling Escape Pod, asked the question, what has been the best road to WrestleMania, which I thought was such an interesting question. Because, you know, you get the same questions, like who's winning the Rumble, what are the surprises going to be at the Rumble, what dream match would you like to see? Like, I feel like we get that at least once a week. At the moment, certainly, what with the Rumble coming up, you know. But I can't remember ever being asked what's the best road to WrestleMania. I might have, but it's been so long, if I have at all, that I was like, that's a really good question. So I really liked it. I said I really liked CM Punk Undertaker, which again was a bit controversial because I know a lot of people didn't, because it involved Paul Bearer, and you might remember CM Punk undoing the urn and pouring out Paul Bearer's ashes on top of the Undertaker, and a lot of people were like, that's too far, man, that's too far, that's disrespectful. I actually think it was perfect. I think that Paul Bearer would love to have been a part of any story. I mean, he was so proud to play that role. He was so honored. Whenever I've ever heard any stories about Percy Pringle, it was just, he just loved the wrestling business. It wasn't just a way to make money for him. He loved it. He loved being pallbearer. So I think he would have loved being in that, because they weren't really his ashes. So I think he would have loved being involved in that storyline. And what with growing up with Undertaker and pallbearer, it kind of hit. Do you know what I mean? When you see like CM Punk doing that and going that far, you kind of like, you hate him. You hated him. And, it built it really well, I thought. And the only thing it loses points is there was people saying it's disrespectful. So because it wasn't for everyone's taste, maybe it loses some points. And that's where I'd come up with my second one and go, well, how about this then? Sting. The Sting build was amazing. Tommy said Daniel Bryan. Mentioned Daniel Bryan, which, it's hard to disagree with, Hard to disagree with. That Daniel Bryan one was... it's one of the biggest builds. Kofi as well. Kofi Mania was very, very good. Very, very good. Also, WrestleMania 5, where you had the mega powers of Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, and then they exploded. Like, that was... we never spoke about that one. But I love that story. Macho wins the title at WrestleMania 4. Hogan comes out, congratulates him. They spend the next 12 months tagging together, being best friends. Macho then gets jealous that Hogan's getting a bit too close to Miss Elizabeth. It all explodes, and then boom, they're on a collision course. The mega powers explode, and we end up getting Macho Man Hulk Hogan. Simple, but really well told. So, there's been quite a few. Days, people are against Ronda returning and winning the Rumble because they want others to have a chance at WrestleMania. You need the biggest matches possible, and Ronda Becky is a huge match. That is true. That is true. I mean, I also don't mind if she didn't. She could come back the night after the Royal Rumble. I mean, I'd be all right with it being a case that, someone wins and we get whoever that is versus Charlotte. And then the night after the Rumble on Raw, Ronda returns. And then that sets up Becky and Ronda. Maybe Ronda wins Elimination Chamber or something along those lines. Although saying that, people will still be upset that it wasn't someone else that won Elimination Chamber. So I suppose in a way you can't really win. I get it. I get why people aren't fans of it, but I'm fine with it. I agree. I like Ronda. Ultimate Warrior against Hulk Hogan at the Sky Dome. The Ultimate Challenge. That was great. I don't know what was in the urn. I never saw, says to Boy. Well, it was we never really knew, to be honest. I mean, it got opened at WrestleMania 20. No, it got opened, I want to say maybe in 94, and a light came out. Because I remember Undertaker. It got opened up and a light shot out of it. And then, the gong went. So, $1 Million Man had his Undertaker in the ring. Because you might remember, Undertaker went away at the Royal Rumble in 94. By the time we get to SummerSlam, $1 Million Man's like, I've got the Undertaker and I'm going to bring him back. And he's mine. So, he brings out someone that looks like the Undertaker. And it was quite convincing. It wasn't perfect, but it was quite convincing. If you're a kid, bought it. But Paul Bearer was like, girl, that ain't the Undertaker. I'm going to bring back the real Undertaker. So it was Undertaker versus Undertaker. And that's what we got. $1 Million Man's Undertaker. Paul Bearer's Undertaker. Paul Bearer taking off the top of his urn, shining a light out. And then you heard the gong and the dead man came down. I think he did it again maybe at WrestleMania 20. But imagine if Paul Bearer's ashes. That'd be spooky, wouldn't it? Wow, imagine that. Imagine if all along Paul Bearer's ashes were inside the urn. And he was actually always dead. I mean, I'd hate that, but you know what I mean. There'd be people that would love that. Please read, I'm a huge fan of Ronda. She's probably my favourite female wrestler, and I think she wins the Rumble if she's in it. What about you? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think I think that if she's in it, it's hard to see how she would get eliminated. The only thing I think is that maybe Becky would come down and jump in the ring and maybe eliminate her that way, and then that way you can still build to Ronda Becky, but and still have someone else win the Rumble. So you might be able to get away with it that way. But I think it's more likely that if she's in it, she's going to win it. Rest with Andy said, I managed to get a cheeky tenner on Ronda last night at 10-1, but I wish I'd put more on now. Cheeky, 10-1, eh? Very nice. I don't know, what are the odds now? Royal Rumble odds women. I mean, it is tempting. It's probably completely changed now, though. Odds checker. Let's have a little look. 5-6. 5-6. Wow. That's nothing now. That's nothing. She's moved up to favourite. She's moved up to favourite, so the odds have completely changed. Man, we could have jumped on that. Could have jumped on that. She's now firm favourite. The odds have changed since last night. Damn it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Fortune favours the brave, eh? Should have done it. Days, Becky tweeted about Ronda saying, I was wondering if you would ever come back. I still have her, a.k.a. the Raw Women's title, and she's doing fine. Days, last night's picture of Vince's mom was not her. It was actually actress Helen Mirren. Vince's mom is Helen Mirren. Jeez. I mean, that is incredible. That is insane. Shola said, such a shame it got spoilt. Why did John Cena's return? Why didn't John Cena's return get spoiled? It's hard to know why things get spoiled and why things don't. I did read somewhere, though, that apparently the Ronda backstage news has been, like, the worst kept secret. Apparently, like, everyone just knows that they're in talks and whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. Perhaps it's one of those that WWE wanted it to get out. Do you know what I mean? They want people talking about it and, not announcing Ronda, but making sure the news gets out there. It's kind of in their interest, in a way. It doesn't really matter to them if it's a surprise or not. I mean, what people will tune in to see if it's true, so it ain't going to hurt the sales. I don't think people aren't going to bother with it now. If anything, more people will tune in, so I wonder if there's I wonder if that's why it was a poorly kept secret. Days, could you imagine if Mr. Kennedy returns at the men's Royal Rumble match, said Kieran Poss official. He could do. He could do. I don't know if people would be that bothered, to be honest, now. But it'd be a nice one of those little legend surprises. We've had MVP and we've had Jeff Jarrett, so Mr. Kennedy would fit into that bracket. Primo said Raw didn't have competition last night for the first time since September. The rating was 1.7. Hour 1 and 2 did 1.8. Hour 3 did 1.5. Why do you think people left before the third hour? Because the show was rubbish. The show, I can't remember what score I gave it, but I can't remember. I was like 5.5 or something. I was like, and there was a big asterisk next to that. I was entertained. But I think it's more because of you lot and the fun that we had, more so than what they gave us. Like, it was a go-home, and, there wasn't really... Start off with Brock. We didn't even know what the main event was. Didn't know what the main event was all night. I mean, like, apparently it kept getting changed and whatever. And they rewrote it, unsurprisingly. But, I mean, we were sitting there going, what's the main event? Like, they hadn't actually announced what the main event was. So, there wasn't really anything to keep people around. I mean, you had to know that the Miz and Marie's birthday celebration was going to be gatecrashed somehow by Edge and Beth. I mean, it didn't matter that they didn't come out the present or they weren't under the table. still the exact same end result that you expected. All right, maybe we thought Miz and Maurice might go through the cake and it turned out to be a security guard. Either way, though, I mean, what did you miss? So, yeah, I think if they'd announced, like, maybe a big, like, maybe if the weigh-in had been last, then maybe people might have stuck around. See what Brock was going to do. See what Bobby was going to do. Like, see if they were going to brawl. But without knowing what the main event was. And then it turning out to be that birthday thing, which, you know, we all knew something was going to go down. Didn't keep people about. If Ronda doesn't win, how would you book Ronda after the Rumble? For me, I would have a win Elimination Chamber and then fight whoever at WrestleMania 38. Yeah, as we just said, if she doesn't win the Rumble, then she could, you know, go on to Elimination Chamber. But, like, it would be a case that she would probably still have people hating on that because people would still want someone like Bianca or Liv or whoever to win Elimination Chamber. So she can't really win. I mean, Ronda can't win. So they don't need to worry about it, really. I mean, if she wins the Rumble, people will be upset. If she wins Elimination Chamber, people will be upset. If she has a match at WrestleMania, people will be upset. Because people will just feel like she hasn't earned it. She hasn't put the work in for it. It's like someone's coming in and... It's like Bad Bunny. Just coming in and boom, here's a WrestleMania match. But instead of it being Bad Bunny, it's Ronda. Now, where I differ is Bad Bunny's a singer with, to my knowledge, no fighting background whatsoever, compared to Ronda Rousey, who's one of the most famous, legit fighters, female fighters the world has ever seen. I mean, if you want to name actual, legit female fighters, you're probably going to go, Ronda's going to be in your top 10 at least. So I kind of feel like she's, you know, she's a very different breed of celebrity, if she's even a celebrity. I mean, she's more of a sports person, isn't she? More of a combat fighter. So I think she's legit. Listen, if you really did that, it'd be really interesting if they did. One day, I would love to see a real Royal Rumble. I would love to see a real Royal. They did the Brawl for All. Let's do a real Royal Rumble and see what happens. I'd be fascinated by that. Imagine if, like, next year, they're like, this year's Royal Rumble is going to have a twist. It's real. I'd be like, what? Oh, my God. Be amazing. A real Royal Rumble. Who would win? You'd have to favor the bigger guys. But then people would gang up on them. Oh, man, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I do feel like Ronda would stand a chance, but she is a bit on the smaller side. Do you know what I mean? Someone's going to, maybe Tamina or someone's going to be picking her up, chucking her over. I don't know. They wouldn't ever do that. If they did, then Amos would win, says Austin. Yeah, I mean, he would stand a great chance. He would probably go in as the bookie's favourite. But he's very big. You get him up against the ropes. Do you know what I mean? His waist is already by that top rope. If you've got a load of people working together, I don't know, man. I'd love to see it. Someone needs to enter Super Saiyan Omega Blue heel mode and cut Bianca's ponytail. Wow, that would be great. That would be great. Happy Humphrey would be the odds-on favourite. My God. Happy Humphrey. Wasn't he one of twins? Wasn't there two of them? Or am I getting them confused with someone else? Do you remember the two fat guys that were on scooters in the Michael Jackson Moonwalker video? Don't know if you've ever seen Moonwalker, but there's like a animated bit where I think it's like Speed Demon, actually, the track. And there's like two animated, like plasticine fat people on scooters that are chasing after Michael Jackson. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm right, I believe they are actually based on some twins that were famous back in the day. And they wrestled, and they were two, like, massive, absolutely huge twins. I forget their name. It might have been the Humphrey twins. But I know Happy Humphrey is flipping 700-odd pounds. But both of these guys were massive. I think, wasn't it Jim Cornette that said a story that like Harley Race's one of Harley Race's first jobs in wrestling was he used to have to drive Happy Humphrey around, and Harley Race as well used to have to help wash Happy Harley because Happy Harley, Happy Harley, our very own Happy Harley, was like so big he couldn't like clean himself. So like Harley Race would have to like hose him down. Wow. Ah, brilliant. Love it. There wouldn't be enough people to gang up on Amos if he keeps eliminating them one by one. But that's true. Get it done quick. That's true. Yeah, we've seen it before, though. I mean, I know that it's scripted, but all that person's got to do is survive, like not get in the ring. They can just wait on the outside. I mean, if it was just Amos in the ring, I'd wait. And next person would come down, and I'd be like, no, we need at least 5. And then we'd just wait, and that's that. I'd be thinking like something along those lines, and just wait till about 5 of you, and then you get in and give it a go. I'd love to see it. Days Bray Wyatt in the Rumble plus Brody Lee hologram is going to compete. Said Apple and Onion fan. Do you think Tommaso will be in the Royal Rumble? There's a chance because they've been having a little look at him. And same in Gunter. So there's definitely a chance. I hear that you're entering at number 30. Totes. Who is the one person that never won that you think I should have? My answer is Kane. Well, Kane's a good shout, definitely. And very hard to argue with. But I am going to do exactly that right now. And my answer is the British Bulldog. Because I think it was 95. I thought he had won. He was celebrating. I was celebrating. And then Shawn Michaels, who hadn't been eliminated, but I think he was out the ring, but he never went over the top, got back in, and dumped the British Bulldog over the top and won the Royal Rumble. And I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. I remember being like young and really just hoping. One of the things that I used to like pray, was that the British Bulldog would one day become WWE champion. I really wanted the British Bulldog to do it. I really wanted someone from like the UK to do it. I mean, I know Drew has done it now, but it just doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't know why. It's got nothing to do with him being Scottish or anything. I just don't care about him. It just doesn't grab me. It just doesn't. It's just not the same. But like, I think the British Bulldog used to walk around with the Union flag, of course, and he was called the British Bulldog. And do you know what I mean? Like, he was so jacked as well. Like, he looked legit. But he had them demons, didn't he? He had them demons, and he had like lots of drug problems, and it was just a mess. It was a mess throughout the 90s, and there was no way that you could ever really put a run for him together. Thing was that I don't know if they ever would have, even if he didn't have those demons, I don't know what he would have achieved. But because like he still had like a very thick kind of Leeds Manchester accent, so I don't know that Vince was like seeing him as a great talker. But his look, Vince loves a good look, and the Bulldog had an amazing look, which was largely thanks to steroids, and that was a whole different problem as well. So it was never meant to be. But God, I really wanted him to win. Would have loved to have seen the strap on Davey Boy. WWE should have pushed British Bulldog's son to carry on that legacy. I do like the Kane shout, though. Don't disagree with that. Regal should have won. Love Regal. 95 Rumble was a bad Rumble. Michaels won the Rumble in half the time as a regular Rumble. Finn Balor should have won the Rumble by now, said Rickareal. Well, 5 minutes away, by the way. We're only 5 minutes away. I suppose we need to just do a quick recap in case there's people that have joined us that haven't heard that NXT has got quite a few Dusty Classic matches on it. So we've got Andre Chase and Bodie Hayward taking on the grizzled young veterans. We've also got MSK taking on Jacket Time. We've got Solo Sikoa taking on Boa. We've also got Ollie J. I don't know who Ollie J is. I've never heard of Ollie J. I don't know if she's an up-and-comer. But there is a picture of Ollie J. I mean, she would fit quite nicely in Toxic Attraction, wouldn't she? I'm getting very strong Mandy Rose kind of vibes from Ollie J. So she is set to perform her hit song, Make 'Em Fall. We're going to listen to her hit song. The artist behind Poison, Spooky SZN, has collaborated to help set the tone for a new era on NXT that's apparent from the opening note. So from the very first note, we're gonna hear a new era in NXT of Ollie J. Is she a big star? How many people follow Ollie J? 1,419 people. That can't be right. She's got 1,400 followers, and that's it. Is this her? I mean, like, first of all, she looks like not normal. I mean, I don't think God gave her all that. Let's put it that way. Well, probably not the bag and the boots, or the shades or whatever. But there's a whole lot of things going on there. And look, she's got 1,419 followers. Stream my music. Who is she? Who is this woman? Shawn Michaels just got like a crush on her or something. Is this a fan account or something? I can't get my head around it. Some of her, like 3 days ago, she sent a tweet that had 7 likes. 7 likes. Don't call without an appointment. I don't do revenge. Texas Pete is booty cheeks. Who the hell is Texas Pete? I'm trying to spend Valentine's Day on an island with a drink in hand. That was sent 5 days ago. When's Valentine's Day? It's not till the 14th of Feb. Hey, y'all. Queen, I'm so excited for you. I want to go to Colorado. I mean, this is great content. One day, I want a beautiful yard and garden with fresh produce and lots of flowers. Jesus. We're just grabbing anyone now. Fair play. Fair play, NXT. Reaching out, provided opportunities to the community. James Chadwick said, who is your favourite Rumble winner of all time? Favourite Rumble winner. That's the theme. Favourite Rumble winner. Asuka. I love Asuka. First ever women's Royal Rumble. And I remember we were like, Ronda again, actually. So, thought Ronda was going to be in the Rumble. And number 30 hits and it's Trish. And everyone's like, oh, poor Trish. But, I mean, like, people were still like, oh, it's Trish. But it was still a bit like, oh, that's not Ronda. Anyway, it goes the whole length, and it gets down to Nikki Bella and Asuka. Asuka wins the first ever Women's Rumble. That's amazing. That is one of my favorite wrestlers. And the fact that she won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble is a massive achievement. She goes into history books, gets remembered forever for that win. So I think that's absolutely huge for Asuka. You know, when she's competing against, like, the 4 horsewomen and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, cut a long story short, Asuka's in the ring, And the two champs come in. It's Alexa and Charlotte. And she's looking at which one to choose. And as she's trying to decide, then Ronda's music hits. And Ronda comes down. And again, we spoke about it the other day. She puts her hand out to shake Asuka's hand. And Asuka just goes... with that face as well. Slaps it away. Oh, God. I loved her winning. I loved the history of it. I love Ronda's arrival. I loved the moment after the match. I loved it all. It was brilliant. So I would go with that. But yeah, feel free. Let me know. Who do you think? Michael, shout out to you. Michael Marone Gaming said, please can I get a shout out? And in exactly 2 minutes time, there should be an apology coming through saying, sorry I asked for that shout out. Should be coming in any minute now. Any second. Michael will ping that in a second. Here's Msk. Msk is here. What a way to kick off what? NXT. Who's that dude? Some dude in the crowd. Got to celebrate with Msk. Blue rope scan, let's go. It sucks they didn't let the first female Rumble winner win at WrestleMania, though. Yeah. Anything wasn't. Didn't she face Charlotte though, and that ended her streak? I didn't mind it. The streak had to end at some point. It's jacket time. Kushida and Ikamanjiro. Oh, God. Kushida, what have they done to you? What have they done to you, mate? It's jacket time. I wonder if jacket time will get over on the main roster. I feel like they could. The streak did have to end, but Charlotte shouldn't have been the one. No, you're right. Should have been Brock. Should have been Brock. Bum, 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 bum. Jimmy said it's been a rough day. My father passed away. Oh, Jimmy, I'm really sorry to hear that, dude. I mean, there is nothing that I can say about that. There is nothing anyone can say about that. Thoughts with Jimmy. What do you say? There's nothing you say. Thoughts with you, buddy. Try and sit down, have a drink. I don't know. I don't even know what you recommend. It's just one of those horrible things that we all dread having to go through. Oh, that's awful, dude. That is awful. Thoughts with you, man. Boy said, Austin, I agree. She should have lost the streak in the mixed match challenge. The streak was cringe. Watford have appointed Roy Hudson as manager. Fun fact, he's never been relegated. Good luck to him. He's going to need it. He might be sacked by next Tuesday. Right, we are underway with Msk taking on Jacket Time. Stupid pin. Stupid pin that he botched. This is all a bit botchy, actually. Kushida firing in some kicks there that Wesley was trying to jump over and couldn't. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Legend Killer, shout out to you, dudes. Days, Brock's theme should have been Cotton Eye Joe when he came out. Should have been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where do you come from? Where do you go? Where do you come from? Cotton Joe. Drop kick by Wesley. Ikamajiro. Goes for a clothesline. Wesley gets turned inside out. NXT written on the lining of that jacket. The jacket today is clocks. It's full of clocks. Clocks all over it. Ikemenjiro's jackets might become like Bruce Buffer's jackets. Might be like a big talking point. I never actually pay him any attention. But clocks today. Clotheslines by Ikemenjiro and Kushida. Running Bulldog. Wesley goes down. Thanks everyone for kind words, thoughts and prayers. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So, we are underway with the first match of the evening. LS Dub said, did you hear the rumor that Stand and Deliver could be the afternoon before WrestleMania Night 1? Someone said earlier the same day. Is that right? The same day? That can't be right. The same day? Why would you do it the same day? That's stupid. Stupid! The same day. Are we saying they're doing it like the same day? They can't do it the same day. They're idiots. What are the crowd meant to do? Go to NXT and then like quickly get on a bus or something and go to WrestleMania because people are going to want to go to both. I can't imagine people going, ain't gonna. I'm in Texas, but I ain't gonna bother with WrestleMania. I'm just gonna go to NXT. Who's gonna do that? Stupid. Why don't they do it on a Thursday? NXT on a Thursday, SmackDown on a Friday, WrestleMania Saturday, Sunday, Raw on the Monday. Vince. I love Clocks. That's my all-time favourite Coldplay song. Have you ever heard Easy to Please? It's maybe not the best Coldplay song, but it's a different Coldplay song. It's very different. It's very haunting. Maybe the black and gold NXT. Days, I gave Edge a shout out in my video today. He'll love that. I heard Clocks played by this quartet violinist group called Eclipse the other day, and it was incredible. It's a very good song. I remember I was a massive Coldplay fan. I've said before, I've got their demo that they used to get signed. They made 500 CDs when they were still unsigned. And they gave quite a few to like radio executives, quite a few to like local stores, obviously loads to record companies as well, a few to family and friends. It's called Safety. It's got 3 songs on. I don't think any of them songs made it onto the first album. They did make it onto subsequent releases though, so I don't think there's anything on there that can't be found. But it's called Safety, and I think it's probably worth about £1,000. And I've had it since 2000. I've had it for 20 odd years now. And I loved them. I absolutely loved Coldplay. That first album, Parachutes, I still think it's one of my favourite ever albums. They really lost me, though, and left me behind. And the more albums came out, the further away they got from what I like. I'm not really into this big stadium rock sound. But Parachutes isn't like that. Parachutes, I mean, yeah, all right, Yellow's on there. It's good tune. But, like, Shiver and Trouble and, you know, there was Don't Panic. Like, some brilliant tracks. Like, a bit more acoustic-based and a bit more personal and, I don't know, it's kind of, it's a brilliant album. I still think Parachutes is amazing. But, yeah, they had a song called Animals that I heard that was meant to be on A Rush of Blood to the Head. And I remember seeing the track list for A Rush of Blood to the Head. And I was like, where's Animals? I haven't put Animals on. And I was gutted. They ended up releasing it as a B-side. Well, I love that track. Love Animals. And I was like, man, I can't believe it never made the album. But as I said, like, Russia Blurred I didn't think was as good, although a lot of people think it was better because it was bigger in its sound. And then after that, you get X and Y, and is it Viva La Vida after that? And then, honestly, I mean, around that time, they really left me then. I couldn't even name the albums now. I know they had, like, Music of the Spheres and Everyday Life or something, I don't know. But, yeah, shame. I really like that first album. I think it's brilliant. I still stand by it. I don't care. I think it's a brilliant album. But the other ones, nah. It's how it goes, innit? It's how it goes. Sometimes you hear a band that just really grabs you and speaks to you. And then over time, just like, that was like me with Coldplay. Coldplay have had some amazing hits. Oh, they have. And I wish them all the best. I mean, when I heard they were like doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl, I was like, oh, isn't that amazing? I mean, it is amazing. I went to a festival. I think it was either 2000. I think it was 2000. I went to V Festival. They were the first band on the other stage, not even the main stage. They were the first band on the second stage, and I was right at the front, And I watched Coldplay with about there was probably about there's a good few hundred there, in all fairness. But I remember watching them in 2000, and Parachutes had just come out, I think. It just come out, but I mean, it hadn't really had time to like go yet and capture the world's attention. And I remember, like, when they played, they had the globe, little globe on the stage with them, and then they did like they didn't have enough material to do like fill a set, so they did pretty much the whole album and a few B-sides and whatnot. That's great. I love that time. But as I said, the further they went into their careers, kind of left me behind a bit. Right, we are back to the action. Days, are Dirty Dogs on tonight? No mention of Dirty Dogs. I know there was an altercation after Raw. We saw LA Knight and Roderick Strong getting into a bit of an altercation with Dirty Dogs. But there's no word of them. That footage as well was like an online exclusive thing. They haven't really made a big deal of it. Kick out by Wesley. Have you seen the NXT Vengeance Day is February 15th? Oh, I haven't, no. I haven't. Vengeance Day. Tears for Fears new album is sounding great, says Shannon. I'm so out with music. I need to... It's hard to get into new music. I find it difficult listening to stuff that I don't know. Like, when I used to work in an entertainment store, people were just putting stuff on the stereo, so it was impossible to not hear new music all the time. Impossible. Because, like, new albums would just be on the stereo every week. Whatever the new releases were, it would go on, and it forced you to listen to new artists and what was out. And I really missed that. Oh. KUSHIDA gets hurled into Ikemen-Jiro. Crowd on their feet. Crowd enjoying this. Ikemen-Jiro. Misses. High risk, no reward. Nando, hello. Shout out to you. Great, red hot crowd again. I don't know if they sent a message out to local rowdy wrestling fans. Come on down to NXT. Knees up. Looking for the hoverboard lock. KUSHIDA's got the hoverboard lock on Nash Carter. Hoverboard lock applied. And he gets driven into the corner. Ugh. One, like a blockbuster. An MSK win. It's Kushida that takes the pin. I think people expected MSK to get the victory there, and they do. It's that kind of million miles an hour type match, which... I honestly want MSK to win, said Kristen. The local hooligans have arrived. Yeah. Call in all local hooligans. Can you please come to NXT? We need some atmosphere. Yeah. Moldy, hello. Said I can't watch tonight. My Sky's not working. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to miss much. No, probably not. I mean, it was a decent first match. Not a match that really grabbed me, but I can understand why people enjoyed it. There's bows. That'd be a great little contest, wouldn't it? One day, if Wesley goes out on his own, Kushida on his own, you get Kushida versus Wesley. All for embracing. There's Zoe Stark with EO. EO's looking great here. Zoe said she won't be ready in time. You've done everything there is to do in NXT. EO says she doesn't want a new partner. I've never seen her yet. You'll have plenty of time to find a new partner after I beat you tonight. Toodles. Well, that's a thing. I miss seeing Zoe Stark wrestle. She is great. To Boy said, I'm a simp for Tiffany. Here's Legado del Fantasma. Legado del Fantasma. Santos Escobar with his white suit. It felt like for... I hope Alexa Bliss wins the Rumble. I thought you might say that. When did Carmella start in NXT? Legado del Fantasma. It's kind of fun to say. If Tiffany beats Io, I'm going to cry. Man, Io needs to get called up, doesn't she? Days, what's your impression of Tiffany? What do you mean? Like, what do I think about her? This is the first time I've seen her. She looks ratchet. That's my impression. What is that accent? I don't know. Did I do one? I don't even know if I did one. Did I? Oh my god. Sounds like she talks like this. My name is Tiffany. That's my pretty standard go-to modern female voice, in all fairness. Oh my god. Why's that guy looking at me? Was that an EO call-up tease? Maybe. Sometimes it sounds louder than softer. I've done well, earplugs some time. Oh my god. Best way to turn on a fan and let the engine noise soothe your senses. Said William Hensey. Yes, that's the one I was talking about. Dave, she went blurry. Tiffany. Oh my god, my name is Tiffany. Just gotta hold on to the end of the sentence for as long as possible. Oh my God, you look lovely today. That's it. I love watching wrestling. Oh my God, my name's Tiffany. Oh, that is annoying. I'm annoying myself now. I'm annoying myself. William says, my female voice is the same. Dage, you've got a nice beard, says the beard coach. Well, I've not coached it. Let's put it that way. It's just free range. Io Shirai has been in NXT for nearly 5 years, said British Soundboard Pranks. That's a long time, innit? That's a long time. It's probably because they don't know what to do with her. It's probably they've gone, would you like this person? And Vince has gone, God damn. No. She's too small. He won't know what to do with someone like Io. Io definitely needs to get called up. Whether or not Vince values her, they have at least got to try. Put her in a tag team with Asuka. It could be alright. The new Kabuki Warriors. That's what it could be. Oh my God. That's it, Sonny. You do that very well. Very well. Austin, who's your favourite wrestler? Asks Kristen. Kristen wants to know who Austin's favourite wrestler is. I already know. It's Dana Brooke. Too bad we can't make our comments sound like that voice. That is, I agree. I agree. It would be cool if some of the comments could be read out in a certain voice. I mean, there was a way of having a voice read them out, but you couldn't change it. But that would be next level. If you could actually get your message read out and you decided how it gets read out. YouTube need to do that. I'm sure we have that. There has got to be a way. It's got to be a way. Come on, YouTube. Where do pirates get their hooks? Second-hand stores. LSW said, unfortunately, I can't see Vince pushing Io past the women's tag straps. Don't use straps, LSW. Don't use straps. You'll get cancelled by Vince. It's championship. Right, I think, are we building towards Cameron Grimes and Tony? Gonna take that North American Championship to the moon. To the moon. To the moon. Moments ago. Trick Williams arriving. It's just not normal, is it? It's just not right. I mean, I just don't get it. How has she only got 1,400 followers? Perhaps this is a fan account. Perhaps they've tagged the wrong account. They must have done. They must have tagged the wrong account. She must be a bigger star than having 1,400 followers. We got Legado del Fantasma talking at the moment. A lot of plastic right there. Oh my God, said Sonny. I know, yeah. That's, well, in all fairness, that's the demographic they're going for. The most plastic-looking puppies I've ever seen. I pride myself on being real from the start. You and your family don't impress me. I tell you, I wonder if Vince will like Santos Escobar. He's like an Andrade that can talk English. Is he talking to Bron Breakker? I despise you. Yeah. I despise that you won the NXT championship before me. Here's Bron. Bron Breakker. Looks moody, doesn't he? They've told him to look moodier. Yeah, it's better. It's better presentation. Before, when he was coming out all excited, he definitely looked like a hype bro. I like to call those his ringmaster years. He's moving towards his Stone Cold years now. It's a shame his voice isn't a bit more gravelly. Goddamn, son! What? You know, like Stone Cold used to do. Whoa! They're talking over each other. Issue the challenge, and I will accept it. Things are done on my time. When I'm ready, you'll know. Okay. The rest of Legado del Fantasma go after Bron. Oh my god, he just had to throw himself over the top rope. Bron Breakker tried to clothesline, was that Wilder? Over the top. He didn't quite do it, and Wilder had to try and like get himself back over the top. Lol. Boa. Once I become one with these powers... Oh, Boa. Impending doom awaits. That's true. These powers are uncontrollable. You don't understand the fire that you have ignited. Days, when you did that voice, you sounded like my mom. I am your mom. Go to bed. Medical, medical, medical. So this is building towards this street fight. Why does Boa act like this? But Xia Li now acts normal. She only has 200,000 on Insta. But that's better, in all fairness. It's better than 1,400 on Twitter. Thoughts on Watford appointing Hodgson? Do you think they can stay up? It's hard to call, in my opinion. I agree. I think it's looking very difficult. I don't know what Hodgson's going to be able to do. I mean, he's still going to have to work with the same players, isn't he? And if Ranieri couldn't do it, is Hodgson a better manager than Ranieri? I don't know. I just think it's a desperation move, innit? Who do you want to win the Rumble this weekend? Who do I want? Gunter and Asuka. That'd be lovely. Gunter and Asuka. We are at commercial break, by the way. We're about a quarter of a way through the show. R-Truth should enter the women's by accident. Should I get more cookies or potato chips? Neither. Neither. Get a carrot. Advert for Alexa. Love Mello's shirt. Pretty sure it's a Kobe shirt. Days, will you be my mum too? Guys, I can't be all your mums. I can't be everyone's mum. Solo Sikoa feels like one of the Usos as a single star. He isn't going to go far on the main roster if they don't do something to make him more special and important. Jim said, breaking news, the hit singer Ollie J now has 1574 followers on Twitter. What? Jeez. Her boobs should have their own Twitter account. They're so large. Should be like Ollie J's left boob has an account and Ollie J's right boob has its own account. I wouldn't follow any of them, to be honest. I still remember that one time when Days said he was married to us all. Fake news. Days is my sister, and we discussed this months ago, said Moldy. Jordan said, I've been watching the streams for a bit. Have you ever had to use the restroom during a stream? Because I ain't never seen it happen, said Jordan. During Olympic streams, I had bathroom break after about 8 hours. I can do about 8 hours without going the bathroom. So, but in all fairness, none of the wrestling streams go 8 hours. UFC streams don't. They get pretty close, but they don't tend to get to 8 hours. So, no is the answer. Not for wrestling streams and whatever, but like the Olympic streams where I was doing 12 hours. It was a couple of times there, but no. I mean, like, as I get older, I'm sure it will become more of a problem. But, you know, guys, you got to remember, I'm only 21. Man, I'm still so young. Days is Hasbulla's mom. Totes. Right, here we go. We are back to NXT. We're brothers. We're seeing Seth and Roman. Very few shots of Mox. I hope AJ wins the Rumble, says Tommy. Mac enjoyed the Olympic streams. They were good. Yeah, I enjoyed them as well. They were good. Do you not drink water? I always have to pee because I drink a lot of water. Well, in all fairness, I try not to drink because that would make things worse. So, yeah, I really do try not to take too many liquids. That's why you don't see me drinking loads. What have we got? Here's... Oh, okay. Going to that Solo Sikoa fight right now. Falls count anywhere. Oh, he's got face paint on the side of his face. He's still got that wound on the other side. Solo Sikoa versus Boa in a street fight. So, is Kendo sticking away here, Boa? We are back. The Olympic streams is where I told my iconic foreskin in a jar story. I forgot about that. Oh, God. Oh, Days one time confessed his love for me on the Olympic streams. You mean your Olympic dreams? Alex said, odd question. After getting the Santos Escobar signed cards, I wanted to ask you this. What is the best or weirdest autograph of a wrestler, in your opinion, design-wise? What is the best or weirdest autograph, design-wise? I can't think of any, like, design-wise. I remember seeing... There's some that have been done for, like, I think there's some that are done for the puppets. I think you can get, like, Huskus and whatever as an autograph. I can't remember where it was now, though. I can't remember if that was in Tops or if it was in... I think it might have been in those boxes, you know, the Firefly boxes. I'm sure there was an autograph of a puppet. And I remember thinking how weird that was. that you could get the... Because it was clear... I mean, who even wrote it? Did Bray write it, do you think? Or did they just get someone backstage to do it? Like, who would have actually written it? Or do you think they actually got the puppet to, like, get the pen? And they actually really did get the... Just so that it was all above board. Maybe they actually got, like... Maybe, like, Mercy actually put it in his mouth or whatever. I don't know. I remember thinking about that. I was like, that's weird. How did they do that? It's probably just some dude at a warehouse. I thought The Fiend was interesting as well. Because obviously we'd had Bray autographs. But then, like, obviously when he had The Fiend started to sign it as The Fiend. I always find that so interesting. When you've got someone that has different... Because if you met Thingy... oh, God, what's his name? The guy that plays Godfather, Papa Shango, whatever. Do you get to ask him what autograph you want? If you met the guy, what's his name? Charles Wright. If you met him, could you actually say to him, can you sign it as Papa Shango, please? Like, could you sign it as Karma, the ultimate fighting machine? Can you sign it as the Godfather? How does that work if you see him in the street? If he's dressed as the Godfather, would he sign it as Papa Shango? How would that work? What about Mick Foley? What if Mankind was at a Comic-Con and you was like, can you sign it as Dude Love? Would he do it? Probably would, because it's money, isn't it? But, yeah, those are the ones that kind of made me ponder. We're backstage right now. We've got ladder to the midsection. Boa with a little ladder drives it into... Oh, Sokoa getting smashed against that shutter. Charles Wright would be cool with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's like, certainly if you're giving them money. Certainly if you're giving them money, I think they'll sign whatever you want. Kick out by Boa. Dave, did you see the video I sent you on Twitter? I don't think I did, but me and Twitter aren't great friends. I've decided a few weeks ago it's not worth my time. Wow, he's proper bent that shutter, you know. Look at what he's done there. It's going to take a bit of money to repair. Yeah, I just don't spend that long on Twitter now. I don't really see the point. Kicks coming in by Boa. Man, that's a big dent in that door. Boa screams. We're going outside. The door's locked. We've got a camera outside. Right. Wow. Can he open the garage door because it's bent? Yeah, he's having to really... Look at that. It's only slightly moving. Ah! Struggle to lift it because it's all bent out of shape, innit? That was probably quite the workout for him. The door ain't working right. That door's in a whole world of trouble. Could you imagine Charles Wright having different prices for different characters? Karma's only $3, but Papa Shango and Godfather are 10. Yeah. I'll take 2 Karmas and oh my god, can I afford a Papa Shango? Oh god. I'll get 2 Karmas and a Papa Shango, please. Knee strikes coming in by Solo Sikoa. Days, give us the scoop. Is Vicky debuting? Oh, Vicky. I love Vicky. I love Vicky. Lovely kick there by Solo Sikoa. We've had no spookiness yet. Boa on that top rope. Days, I'll be so angry if Ronda comes back. She came in right at the end of the Women's Evolution and got the credit for zero work. I feel like she's entitled and has a horrible attitude. I don't think you're alone either, to be honest. I would imagine there's quite a few that feel that way as well. Kick coming in by Boa. Dominic still doesn't come off as being ready. He comes off like being babied by his dad. Has he evolved much? He's probably a bit more comfortable, but I mean, I'd imagine he's a bit more comfortable. I'd imagine that if he was to go out there and have a match on his own, he could do that now, and you know, maybe that wouldn't be something that would have been a good idea at the start. But didn't he have a scar on his face? What happened to the scar on his face? Didn't Solo Sikoa come out with, like, a wound? Sikoa with a big splash puts Boa through a table. I'd need to have a look at that. Solo Sikoa wins a clean match. And I swear he came out with a wound. All needs beard coach. That was an Uso splash. The fake burn mark has fallen off. Has it? Has it? It fell off. Oh my god. That is so bad. That is so bad. That is really bad. That would not have come out. That just wouldn't have flown back in the day. Could you imagine when kayfabe was alive and well if someone had come out with a wound like that and it fell off mid-match? Gee, that's unforgivable. It's flipping amateur hour, that is. That's indie wrestling. Back in the day, wrestlers got in massive trouble if the heels and the faces drove together. Iron Sheik and Hacksaw Jim Duggan got in massive trouble because they were spotted in a car together. Got in, like, proper massive trouble. Because back in the day, like, you had to make sure that wrestling was being presented as believable. Kayfabe was, it protected the business. It was so important. And I know it's not that way anymore, but it doesn't mean that the standards should drop. It doesn't mean that, like, all of a sudden now, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, if you start adopting that attitude of, oh, it doesn't matter. None of it matters then, does it? Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's bad, man. I got so many great stories on the streams from the last few years. Like, the time Raw was so bad, we spent an entire stream talking about Happy Meals in the shape of Birmingham Library. I mean, that could be pretty much any week. That could be every week. So, Solo must have used that lotion with cocoa butter and it cured it. Well, in all fairness, Boa does have powers. He didn't really display them this week. Perhaps what he did, actually, without us noticing, was he healed Solo Sikoa. Perhaps he felt so embarrassed about what had happened, he used his powers mid-match to heal him. Lol. Where are we? 45 minutes in. Kayfabe is dead. Yeah, I mean, it is. It is dead, but I feel like we should still protect it during matches. I feel like during matches, we probably need to keep it going strong. Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, heels had real heel heat, said Black Mass. That's true. The best treatment for third-degree burns on no DQ matches. Well, we need to get around the hospitals. We need to let people know, don't we? We need to let people know. He found the Fiend's heel glove. That must have been it. That must have been it. Guy, I don't know if you know, but he actually walked down that corridor that the Fiend walked down at WrestleMania. Healed. Sorted his face out. Toronto Maple Leaves. Brendan, hello. Shout out to you. Austin said back in the day, Days was 21. True story. Right, we are at commercial break. We've got an hour and 14 minutes to go. Chris said, I agree with that. Heels, faces in the ring. Do you know what, right? The wound thing is, for me, unforgivable. But the match itself was fine. It was pretty decent. Had some nice moments. And there was I really was expecting superpowers. I was expecting Boa to, change mid-match or something. So, fair play. Fair play that they didn't do that. It's just something else went wrong this week. Right. The table spot has got to be one of the most extreme moments of 2022. Here's an ad for Imperium. Our name stands for dominance. Our name stands for pride. Our name stands for success. The name I'm known as all over the world. The name my parents gave me in honor of our family patriarch. My grandfather, the man who introduced me to this great sport. But now it's time to leave the past behind and guide Imperium into the future. Standing on my own 2 feet with my own identity. It is time. It's the dawn of a new time for Imperium. We're closing the door on the past and opening the door to a whole new future. A whole new age. It's going to be future led by this man. A man who will spread pain and fear throughout WWE. The Ring General. Gunther. Gunther's gonna kill you. Gunther's gonna kill you. Gunther's gonna kill you. Gunther. Volta will make the Gunther name sound cool. Gunther. I'm into it. Right. Duke Hudson against Guru Raj. Duke Hudson versus Guru Raj. Better than Gunther Stark? Definitely. I have some more wrestling stuff I want to share with you, and the community says, Robert, that's fine, do it, send it over. Try and get it into one picture, if you can. If you can. Just because, I mean, honestly, we just keep running out of time, man. Wrestling escape pods. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened. But it has just become... I mean, it's always been fun. But it's just become incredible. I mean, the Dave Meltzer thing that we spotted was... I thought it was hilarious. That CD as well that got sent in. And man, it was just so much fun. I love it. Well done to Duke Hudson. Well done, Duke Hudson. Oh, no. I can't remember his name. I'm going to give you the respect you didn't give me last week by letting you know. Here I come. Ah! And then he runs to the ring. Here I come. What, who are you? I can't remember your name. Would have been great if there could have been a little graphic or something that told us his name. I don't know your name. There's Indi Hartwell and Persia Pirotta. Good. This match is huge. Man, it's just not as good as the way. Here's Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray. She's got a green bat. Why? Why is it green? Why is your bat green? That would be my first question. Why is your hair red and your bat's green? Days loves Elektra Lopez. Days, I can, says Robert. Do it. Dante Chan. Is that his name? Dante Chan. Dante Chen. All right, here's Toxic Attraction. So I'm guessing this is going to be the match that gets us from the first part of this show to the second hour. Don't forget, we've still got international sensation. Ollie J is going to be a performer. Toxic Attraction versus people. I don't know who they are. People. It's a load of people. Do Toxic. Why the hell did I get that? Where did that come? Do Toxic? What's Do Toxic? Duke Hudson was there, wasn't he? Do Toxic. Detox. Detoxic. Detoxic. Detox Attraction. Detox Attraction. There we go. Detox Attraction. Detox Attraction versus people. I don't know. What is up, everyone? I'm not watching. I'm just here for the chat whilst making vids. Says Master Chief. Master Chief, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Toxic Attraction held all the belts, but Wyatt family never did. Doesn't make sense. Well, it does, doesn't it? It does make sense. Hang on. Hello, ladies. There we go. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Days, I just watched a Randy Orton documentary about his career on Disney Plus. Did you know that? I didn't know that you'd just watched it. No. But I do now. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know there was one on there. No, I didn't. I've not watched NXT in a while. Is Indi Hartwell still with Dexter Lumis? Yep. But they don't really do a great deal about it. Green bats, red hair, what a combo! Wild. Mandy needs a beard and she'll be perfect. Austin said, I hate you, Days. I wish I could time you out. Imagine if you could time me out and I just, like, went away for a bit. Just, like, I get timed out by Austin and I have to go. I can't get off camera, you know? I can't actually get low enough to get off camera anymore. Just gotta sit here. Toxic Attraction are better than The Shield. Toxic Attraction are better than Undisputed Era. Toxic Attraction are better than the Four Horsemen. Toxic Attraction are better than the Authority. Toxic Attraction are better than Evolution. Toxic Attraction are better than the Elite. Toxic Attraction are better than the Dark Order. Toxic Attraction are better than Social Outcasts. Toxic Attraction are better than MVP. MVP? I mean, that is a person, but I actually meant 3MB. I meant 3MB and it came out MVP. Oh, they suck. Days is going to win the Rumble and then get chopped by Gunther. Team Bellas is better than Toxic Attraction. Wow, that's a whole different thing. Toxic Attraction. That's where you have to do your returns. This is the first time I've watched NXT 2.0. Mandy Rose looks unrecognisable from when she was on the main roster, says British Soundboard Pranks. Days, we need Glock Anderson, said Ledger Killer. That'd be fun. Be pretty unexpected in NXT. Team Bellas is better than Toxic Attraction. Anything is better than the Elite. Can you imagine if the women came to the ring like that back in Ric Flair's day? Tell you what, I'm not sure how much wrestling Ric Flair would have got done. Woo! Cover your head with your beanie. Give me the money! Give me the money! And scene. That was quite hard to breathe, actually. That was I feel like this would be a really good screenshot. I don't know why. Okay, we've got... Is that Dante Chen? I think it's Dante Chen. And Legado del Fantasma. So that's Santos Escobar. Okay. He wants him to find a friend. Maybe he could phone a friend. Like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Oh, he's got no friends. Can't do it. I can't see a thing, by the way. Like... That's Elektra Lopez. Interesting. I think I'm about to pass out. God, that's a long promo, isn't it? Wow, it's bright. Looks like Squid Game. Budget Squid Game. Kaylee Ray. Indi Hartwell's impressed. It's really bright, you know. Jeez. Feel like I've just been born. If Days passes out, I will be... I'm not going to read all of that. Because I fear it's true. Did you know the name Gunther Stark, and that's what Walter has changed his name to, was a captain of the Nazi Navy, said Going Ghost. I did know, but he's not called Gunther Stark, he's called Gunther. Robot Days wants your immortal soul. Well, you look like a fencer. Well, I did love the Olympics. Right, we are underway with Kaylee Ray and Jacey Jayne, is it? Jacey Jayne, Lacey Lane. Kick to the midsection by Indi Hartwell. Reversed. Against the ropes. Ooh, getting caught a little bit. Uppercut. Kick to the side of the head. Mandy Rose is an inflatable doll. Those were some serious lunges. Mandy is the finest woman in WWE. Do you agree? No. Shouldn't do it for me. She genuinely doesn't. I don't even look at her and think, wow, she is stunning. I don't even think that. It's just like, it's Mandy Rose. It's a woman called Mandy. Knee to the midsection of Indi. Gigi Dolin. Indi goes into the corner. Days, I miss your Tony, New Jersey accent. Maybe do ASMR Tony. I don't know if I could, you know. Because I feel like Tony works when you're, like, being quite big and loud, like, hey. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if you could do it. Hey. Forget about it. I don't think I could do it. I think a big part of his voice is how big his voice is. Hey, going down to the meat market. Hey, going down to the meat market. I don't think you can do it when you're like, I don't think it's possible. It's weird, that is. Tony ASMR is just not possible. Hey. Can't do it. Going down to the meat market. You say that, but there's no chance in hell you'd turn her down if she was to marry you. Watch me. I got no interest in getting married with Mandy Rose. No interest whatsoever. I used to hate Toxic Attraction, but I've got used to them. Can you do a Joey Essex impersonation? I don't think so. I haven't really watched much Joey Essex. I've seen him a few times. Toxic Attraction are down. When Barry Manilow did that song about Mandy, I could see why he was moaning. Are you ready for the Winter Olympics? I'm ready. I was born ready. I was born ready. Val Venus versus Ric Flair in a Space Mountain match. I do not want to see that. I don't need to see that. Thank you very much. Big chops coming in. Mandy Rose is a bit beefy. Kicks coming in by Indi Hartwell. Serena Deeb, Elektra Lopez. Genuinely, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't really look at any female wrestlers and go, oh, cool. She's a bit of all right. I don't really think that. Wouldn't mind getting a pound of that. I don't know what guys say. Call blimey, governor. I wouldn't mind sharing some bonbons with her. I do like bonbons. What Winter Olympic sport are you most excited for? Bobsled. Some people say, you know, you can't believe. Jamaica, we got a bobsled team. Yes. All about that. Days, I love Liv Morgan. Oh, she's a bit of all right. Oh, she's fit. She is fit. Apparently that's Goey and McPlant. Oh, my God. I'd have one of them. I wanted one of them today. Didn't get one. Quite interested. I've got my eyes set on tomorrow getting a McPlant. I'm gonna get one soon. Don't you worry about that. I thought you and Paige were gonna go for a cuddle. Well, she said I was cute, but it's not progressed past that point. I might have been friend zoned. I don't know. Side slam there by Indi. A Cool Runnings reference. Totes. They never replaced Beth, which is a bit weird. Paige would be good. Jacey Jayne pulls Persia off the side of the ring. Kicks coming in. 1, 2. Kick out. Will the Dirty Dogs be on tonight? They haven't announced it. We are the Jamaican bobsleigh team. Get your lucky egg ready. Sanka, you're dead. Yeah, man. Oh, that film is so good. It's one of only a few films I actually saw at the cinema when I was a kid. Didn't really go to the cinema that much. It was a real treat to go to the cinema when I was young. It's not something we did all that often. But I remember seeing Suburban Commando and Mr. Nanny because I was into the wrestling, of course. So we went and saw Hulk Hogan's films. So I remember seeing Suburban Commando and Mr. Nanny and Cool Runnings and The Little Rascals. I can't remember any. Oh, I saw Jurassic Park. But I don't remember any others. There might have been some others. There might have been. I might ask, actually. I might ask my mum. When I was young, what did we go to the cinema to see? Because I remember Mr. Nanny, Suburban Commando, Little Rascals, Cool Runnings, Jurassic Park, but that was with my cousin. Don't remember any others. I'm going to watch Cool Runnings tonight. Do it. Do it. I've just spotted it on my shelf. I could pop it on as well. Hire Billy Kay for announcements. Oh, I love Billy Kay. I don't love Billy Kay in a cool blimey, she's fit, governor. I don't think of Billy Kay that way, but she's just so funny. She was entertaining. Austin with his halftime scores. That's right, guys. Halftime scores. Everybody get in your halftime scores. Add 8 minutes because it's halftime scores. And we are really flipping late. Halftime scores. Everybody get in your halftime scores. Hulk Hogan was in Jurassic Park. Yep, he was one of the Velociraptors. If you actually pay close attention, the Velociraptors come out like this. And just very briefly, they go. And then they go back to doing that again. It's a little giveaway. Five, 6.9, 5. Maybe Billy Kay could replace Beth. Great. I remember watching The Lorax when I was about 4. I don't know why. It was awful. Do you know, I've seen that film. Looked funny. The trailer looked funny. Watch the film. It sucked. 6.5. Tony said, Days is the same age as me. 54. Days, you did not answer, so I take it as a yes. I can't remember the question. I've not been paying attention, says Retribution. I respect that honesty. 6.5, 5, 5.75, 10 out of 10, says Brandon. 10 out of 10. It's the greatest NXT of all time. Hogan was the Raptors and Andre was the T-Rex. Yes. Billy Kay would have to give you her resume before you hired her. Yes. This is my resume. She'd be great. God, she'd be so good. She'd be so funny. Right, we are underway. Got all the empty seats on that left-hand side. Wade wants to give Mandy the bull hammer. Boom. Apparently, WWE asked the Iconics to be in the Women's Rumble, and they rejected WWE's request. I wonder why it's called request. Is it not a quest? If you ask it twice, wouldn't that be a request? Or is that a re-request? Re-request. And the crowd say, Bo select. Request. I'm a huge Liv fan, says Taboy. Football King, number 2, says 10 out of 10. We're back from commercial break. We've only got 49 minutes to go, and we've still not had Boobs McGee singing a song. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Why Is It So Hard to Find a Bra That Fits? Clothesline by Persia Pirotta. Charging over into Priscilla Kelly. Gigi Dolin. That's cool. I like that. I like how she gets German suplexed, and just before she gets German, she like screams. She's like, nah! Kind of adds to the move. It's nice, that is. She gave a real squeal as well. It's like Babe the Pig was about to get suplexed. How come you're so unprofessional? I never claimed to be professional. Never claimed to be professional. So unprofessionalism is right in my demographic. Kaylee Ray's got a baseball bat. Mandy Rose is backing up Kaylee Ray. Smacks the baseball bat off the ring steps. Kaylee Ray coming round, chasing after Mandy Rose. Dink. She hits the ring post. She's chasing Mandy away. Mandy's running. She's running for her life. One of these girls is Darby Allin's girlfriend. Which one is it? I don't think it is. Used to be Gigi Dolin, but I think they separated. 1, 2, kick out. Gigi Dolin almost getting the pin. Big boot by Persia Pirotta. Don't know why that always makes me think of some kind of vase. I always think of a vase. I always do. Every time I hear Persia Pirotta, I always think of a vase. Like, I always imagine someone going around someone's house going, what's that? And they go, oh, that's a Persia Pirotta. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, that is lovely. The detail on that is insane. Yeah. Yeah. She uses crayon. Oh, that's unusual for a vase. I know. Persia Pirotta. Perhaps it's because I'm thinking of like Clarence Cliff or something. I don't know. Persia Pirotta. Last movie I saw was Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, says Arai. Days is professionally unprofessional, which makes him professionally. There in Days is literally a professional. I'm the most professional unprofessional on the internet, so shut your mouths. That match was so long and not that good. I don't remember the first movie I saw, but the last movie I saw was... Oh, stop going on about it, Sonny. Pornography. Excuse me. Can I get 1 ticket to Ron's Gone Wrong? From the makers of Girls Gone Wild. Ron's Gone Wrong. It's not right. Young lady like yourself going to the cinema on her own to watch pornography. It's disgusting. And then you seem so proud of it in the chat as well.
Not on my watch.
Did you see the movie Avatar? Nah. It's about blue people. Which is what Sunny is. She's all about the blue. She's all about the blue. Bit of blue. Little bit of blue. Porn a day keeps the doctor away. Days knows a lot about girls going wild. Well, I know it's a thing. I know it exists. Girls gone wild. It's not P right now. It's not P right now. Here's the grizzled young veterans. Here we go. Oh God, what's going on with this Ollie J? She the main event. The flip. Ollie J. Ollie J. Ollie J. Na 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 na. Ollie J. Ollie J. The grizzled young veterans making their way down. Who are they facing? Hey? Where are the grizzled young veterans? Who are they facing? I'm having a look. Jesus. Chase men. I don't know what they're called. This has got to be Grizzled Young Veterans year. We have entered the Attitude Era of the Wrestling Days stream. Here we go. Go watch Licorice Pizza. Oh, I do. I want to watch Licorice Pizza. I've heard about that film so much. And it's got boobs in it. I should imagine Sonny's probably already seen it. FX box connected yet? No. Still on the to-do list. It's still down here. Completely unconnected. So, no. That'll be easily post-WrestleMania. Won't be this side of WrestleMania, but it's here. I mean, that's a big step. It's here. It's been purchased. It's in my hand. Do you know what I mean? But as I said before, the problem is, like, once you actually connect it, it'll do loads of stuff, but you've got to make it all. Do you know what I mean? If I want it to play, like, halftime scores, I've got to make that. I can't just plug it in and press a button, it'll do it. I wish. Days is a farty pooper. Get it right if you're going to comment. Days is never going to get to it. Yeah, we should accept that now. Days poops on the floor, says AEW fan. Daniel said, is this a seriously bland NXT? Or is it just me getting the feeling that the show has been bad and I've just sighed seeing what the match is? That's how I feel about it. If Ollie J performs in sexy lingerie, this episode of NXT instantly becomes 10 out of 10. In the past week, my elderly cat has thrown up 4 times, pooped on the wall, and thrown up another 2 times, and that was still better than this NXT. I'm taking bets. Does Via make it WWE before Days hooks up that FX box? Anyone? Anyone? Maybe that's what I'm waiting for. Just think about that. Did you? We got 40 minutes to go, and it might feel like an eternity. Although, in all fairness, we have been live for like 2 hours 20, 2 hours 15. 40 minutes isn't bad, is it? Sunny said, I've never watched anything naughty in my life. I'm a good girl, I swear, says the person that watched Ron Gone Wrong. Unbelievable. May I suggest the movie Emerald Forest? It's based on a true story from 1985. Oh, hello. Hello. Film recommendation. What's this? Emerald Forest. Based on a true story? The hell is it? American takes his family to Brazil, where he's hired to design a dam. Unexpectedly, a native tribe abducts his son. 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. It's not a great front cover, though. Can I tell you, it's a really rubbish front cover. That is not a film that, I mean, it's largely green, which doesn't work with a green screen. So everything that's seen through, imagine that's green. It just looks rubbish. It looks like Labyrinth. You jumped off the top of the cage. That was one match. Seeing Raquel talk to Cora Jade. Okie. Right. Cora Jade was like, let me prove it to you. And she got her hand held like that. I suppose NXT is where they go to learn. Do you know what I mean? It's where they go to learn. You've got to let them off. If they're not, you know, polished. Let me prove it to you. PW Insider said WWE is trying to get Wade Barrett in the Rumble. I forgot about Ollie J. Labyrinth is awesome and amazing for the time it was released. David Bowie was brilliant. If you was professional, you would need to change more. Unprofessionally unprofessional. Cora Jade is the Derby Slayer. Right, we've got grizzled young veterans in control. Watch the movie. I promise you will like it. Will I? But will I? And also, it doesn't say where you can watch it. I don't think it's actually available anywhere. Because normally here, it says, doesn't it, like, available now at Netflix and blah, 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 and blah-de-blah-de-blah. But it doesn't actually say anything, so I think you've recommended a film that's not available anywhere. Cora Jade at Derby Slayer. Haven't watched NXT in months and it's kind of cringe and mid, says Nando. Great crowd, though. Chase U. So he spells out Chase U as he stomps away on James Drake. I do wonder. I do think some of these are planted, you know. Certainly there's a lot of Chase U people in the crowd. Which paid in full, you will like it. Watch paid in full, you will like it. Cora eats Darby Allin for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Barbie's Dream House was voted movie of 2021. Well, I'm a man of my words. I did say that I would watch one. So I do need to have a look, see if there's any on. YouTube. God, I don't have to watch one that's like an hour long. Oh, God. Barbie Dreamhouse Adventure, Season 2, Episode 9. The full episode, 22 minutes. It might have to be that. Austin is bullying me. Send help. He bullies us all. Go said, watch Paid in Full. You will like it. Better not be porn. It better not be one of them Sonny Wolf films. Better not be one of them. Right, we've got Zach Gibson in there now. Over in the corner goes Andre Chase. Back elbows firing in. Kicks coming in. This, of course, is in the Dusty Classic. For a backslide. Good backslide one. Just one count. He's got Andre Chase. Surely grizzled young veterans getting through here. Kick out to Gibson. Tag. Here comes in this other guy. He's kind of fun, isn't he? I like him. I like the headband. Bit Dolph Ziggler. Power slam. Running on the spot. What the flip is that? What the hell is that? He runs on the spot whilst the person lies there and then splashes them. Runs on the spot and splashes them again. Wild. Grizzled young veteran have been losing. They need a win. Barbie and the Swan Lake is awesome as well. How long is that? No, I bet it's going to be long. Barbie and the Swan Lake. It's a movie. Barbie of Swan Lake is like an hour? There's a girl here that watches it, though. Watching Barbie Swan Lake for the first time in 10 years. You could watch it. Look, I found your new favourite YouTuber. There you go, Austin. You can start spending time with Mad's Tea Party. There you go. Join up with Mad. You could have a great time with Mad's Tea Party. I'm sure she's a lovely woman. Ain't throwing no shade. I'm sure she's lovely. She looks lovely. Looks like a lovely woman. Man, look, she's even got like cutscenes to the actual thing. Look at that! It goes over to the actual show. I wonder if that is Austin. Is that Austin? That actually might be Austin. Are you Mad's Tea Party, Austin? Here is Von Wagner with Robert Stone. He looks great. Von Wagner looks great. Putting a suit on. Von Wagner has been reinstated and he is under new management. Von Wagner. Boom. Von Wagner. I'm going to join a new community. Goodbye, Wrestling Days community, says Austin. Bye. Don't expose me. That's your dream. She looks like the lady from the commercials, but with reddish hair. Now, here's my secret service. Read that restraining order properly. So we got Grayson Waller. Sanga. God, why didn't they keep him with Via? Oh, Io. Oh, Io's taking on Tiffany, isn't she? Where's this Ollie J? Io Shirai. Taking on Tiffany. I'm not going to miss Austin. He was bullying me. Io Shirai against Tiffany Stratton. WWE 2K22. Hi, Tim. Riddle. Same advert we've seen. How did Dominic get in this thing? Of all the superstars. They were like, we need Dominic. Get us Dominic. Are you sure? Yeah, get us Dominic. Days, give the ladies' YouTube channel. Give me the ladies' YouTube channel. I want to see her video. What do you mean? Give you her. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm not like the gatekeeper of YouTube. I may have lied a bit. I was given an unsolicited by Quinn before, and it was the smallest and ugliest thing that I have seen. I don't know what's happening. XY Zion Quinn sent you a picture of his dong. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, guys. We've gone off road. We've gone off track. I just want to watch Io versus Tiffany and then hear some of the lovely sounds of Ollie J. That's all I want. That's all I want. I'm a simple man. Imagine if Kairi Sane is in the Rumble, says James Chadwick. That'd be good, wouldn't it? I'd like that. We all know the only thing you like more than your dong is BB Rexa and her boobs. I forgot about BB. She packed a punch. I meant, what is the name of her channel? I don't know. I repeated it several times. How about you learn to pay attention? Mads Tea Party is what she's called. She's called Mads Tea Party. And she's only got 166 subs. Show her some love. If you are a fan of Barbie. Got a feeling she'll get to 167 very soon. I'm going to ask XY Zion Quinn on Twitter if what Sonny has said is true. I'm pretty sure if you ask him that, you'll get blocked. What are your thoughts on Hit Row? They've got released. That's my thoughts. Don't know if you've answered this, but did you see the WrestleVotes tweet about NXT being disappointed? They wanted fans to gravitate to the new talent quicker. I did see the tweet. I mean, if it's true, I think it's a bit silly. I mean, there's no star power. Granted, they've done 4 months of trying to build up stars, but that ain't long, is it? And there were so many new faces that got thrown at us, and not everyone's knocking it out of the park by any means. Then Bron Breakker's doing well, and, you know, Von Wagner's got a good look. There's a lot that have got a good look, but there's not much substance to them. So, I don't know. Perhaps they thought some of the casuals would come over, but instead it's just the WWE hardcores, isn't it, really? I mean, they're only getting like 600,000. Certainly not getting Raw numbers. So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of feel like if you want people to like get those numbers and watch it like it's a Raw, then you're going to need to have a stack show like you have with Raw. And what were they hoping for? Did they think it was going to do 1 million? AEW's doing 1 million, but that's got Daniel Bryan and everyone, Cody, and do you know what I mean? Like, stacked. The flip are we watching here? Boa versus Solo Sikoa. Tiffany Stratton. Come on, Vince. I know you've gone mental, but you haven't completely lost your mind. So, I don't know. I don't know what they were hoping for. I don't know how short it is to what they wanted. No, some a-hole, an idiot named Quinn, who was manipulative, thought that all girls wanted to see his dong. It was the ugliest creature I've ever seen. Apparently it was true. Austin. Apparently it was. XY Zion Quinn. BBB Yipsy said to watch official trailers on YouTube of the Emerald Forest during the stream. Then your thoughts on the movie trailer was released in 85. To watch official trailer? Oh, what do you mean? Here's Tiffany. Are you saying watch the trailer and give thoughts? So now it'll be hard to do. Because I'd have to listen to it. EO's gonna kill you. EO's gonna kill you. Tell you what, though, the trailer's been up for 11 years. I can tell you that much. Cartwheel by... she's quite tall, isn't she, Tiffany? Getting a bit of a Michelle McCool vibe from her. EO in the middle. Can she actually wrestle? Has she been wrestling? Oh, she can wrestle. It's kind of nice. Knee to the midsection. Over the top. Nice roll. Against the ropes. Holds onto the rope. EO tries to charge at Tiffany. Tiffany moves out the way. I can't hear it, but it's all very dark and foresty and a bit of a cheap-looking snake that lunged forward. And I don't know, man. I don't know if this is going to be my kind of thing. It looks a bit real-life Avatar, this does. This looks a bit real-life Avatar. Do you know what I mean? Like... I'm not sure I'm sold on it. There's a dude in it that just looked like Alice Cooper. There's an Alice Cooper looking dude in it. Oh. Hang on. Staten over by the ropes. There he is, look, Alice Cooper. Did you see Alice Cooper for a second? Unbelievable. Alice Cooper, mate. Ah! Thoughts on the trailer? Looks like a real-life Avatar. Quite dark, a little bit Rambo-esque, but also mixed with a real-life Avatar, and Alice Cooper makes an appearance. She's got the $1 million dream applied, didn't she, though? Money. That would make sense. If she started using the $1 million dream, that would make a lot of sense. I mean, do you know what? I like the fact she's not presented as useless. I haven't seen Tiffany before. Let's go, EO. Let's go, EO. Is Tiffany a new generation Trish Stratus? It's not the person I would compare her to. I'd go... Michelle McCool is the vibe I'm getting a bit more of. Because she's tall. Trisha is quite small. What? What did she shout at her? What did she say? She's 5'8". Oh, she looks taller. Perhaps it's because Io's small. Tiffany gets slammed down. Io. Moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Io wins. I would. I would. Ivy Niall. Beth Phoenix's daughter. Tiffany is built. You're only calling her small because she doesn't have a but be honest. I didn't say she was small. Roderick strong. We're seeing Diamond Mine. I was expecting Tiffany to win. I hope that's the last match. Well, we got 17 minutes and we still need Ollie J. Are we getting Diamond Mine Imperium? I'm down for that. Imagine if Imperium get a woman to deal with Ivy Niall. I wonder who that would be. Up next, Cameron Grimes versus Tony D'Angelo. Winner faces Carmelo Hayes for the North American Championship. Is it them next, or is it this Ollie J one person? Boobs Magoo. We're here to always steal the show. Yeah! Put some respect on her name. Yeah! She is NXT 2. I am NXT 2.0. Here we go. Yep. I'ma make 'em fall in love. Fall in love. Yeah, she's rubbish. We've got some breaking news. She's rubbish. Is this like a big... I can't imagine that she would be doing this at the Super Bowl or something. I'ma make him fall in love and then bend it back. Bring it all back and I'm bringing it back. Gonna make him fall in love and I'm in the back. And I've got it back. I'm stacking up my stacks. Yeah, I make him fall in love and then... Jesus Christ, put in so charming. Is she a wrestler that's trying to be... No, she's not. She's actually got followers, hasn't she? She looks like a wrestler that's trying to be a singer. She's like, the way she's on the microphone's like, I'm gonna make him fall in love and I'm gonna be... Come in, wanna be... Wanna make him fall in love and I wanna be... I've never seen someone more unenthusiastic or just seemingly does not want to be there. Why aren't they booing? Why aren't the people booing? They should be booing. Boo! You suck! You suck! You suck! Boo! Awful bunny. I'm gonna make him fall in love and about this is so repetitive. Oh my god. Need to get Cardi B out there. That's what we need. Sup. Never knew Cardi B did wrestling. Don't go calling her Cardi B. At least Cardi B can bring a bit of energy. Jeez, that was like a girl practicing in her bedroom. I'ma make him fall in love and I wanna be. Gonna be what I wanna gonna be. Gonna make him fall in love. Jesus Christ. Haven't you got a dance routine? Can you at least give us some of this? Can we have some backing dancers or something? Oh, it's a dark day in NXT history, isn't it? It's a dark day. Well, it's over now. It's not even a good song. How dare you, LSW? I'm gonna make him fall in love, and I've gotta be. Come in to be when I've got some lots of cheese. Come in and make him fall in love. Come on, that's in your head now, isn't it? You ain't moving on from that. You ain't gonna forget that anytime soon. I'm gonna make him fall in love. Some people have something against hip hop. I don't. But that song was awful. Hit Row or her, who's better? She's probably a member. Why are you booing? Says Houston. Why is everyone booing? I don't know, man. Haters gonna hate. And the player's gonna play. $1,000 said she was lip syncing. My God, that was torture. What an awful rapper. Please stop rapping before you make thousands of people's ears bleed. I'ma make them fall in love. I mean, the song wasn't great. I think we can agree. But she didn't even really try on much of a performance. She just stood in the ring and was just like, I can't get my head around it. I mean, if that is your opportunity on TV to be like, this is me, this is what I'm all about. Do you know what I mean? I just don't get it. I don't get it. But then, I'm a boomer, guys. I'm a boomer. Guys, I'm a boomer. You need to know I'm a boomer. I'm a totes boomer. I'm not the demo for that. Do you know, in my head, I'm like, there's only 10 minutes to go. There's an overrun, isn't there? In my head, I'm like, how are we going to fit a match in with only 10 minutes to go? WWE released Poppy and got Ollie J. She only gets 135 monthly listens on Spotify. What happened? What happened, NXT? Did you not listen to her before you booked her? What happened? She only gets 100. I think I get more. I'm not even on there. 135 monthly listens. I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Is that a friend of a friend? I'm going to make a coffee and a cup of tea. Treat yourself. We waited an hour and 30 minutes. Someone backstage must be a big Ollie simp. She had zero personality, which did make it worse. Boomers for life. That's Vince's favourite. God damn. Get me that girl. The make me fall in love girl. Gonna make me fall in love. I don't remember the rest. Do you think he puts it on and him and Linda are like, gonna make me fall in love, I don't wanna be. God damn, this is brilliant. He loves it. Oh my god, it's Tiffany. Oh yeah, sleepy woman. Don't feel bad. Everyone loses to EO. Wendy. I'm not a freak. I'm just comfortable. 6-man tag next week. Diamond Mine against Imperium. I like how there's a YouTube video on her phone. Oh, maybe she's watching this. Hi, Tiffany. You did all right, love. You did all right, mate. I'd not seen you before, but I thought you was all right. Here's Cameron Grimes. I can't stand Sneak Chew. Why is everyone hyper on her? Oh, are people hyper on her? EO winning cost her 5 more years in NXT. Sleepy woman. Make them fall in love. The official WrestleMania soundtrack this year. Oh my god. Ollie J, make them fall. Available tomorrow, guys. Oh, after that performance, I think we're all racing to the Apple Music or wherever we go now for music. I think we're all racing down to our local Woolworths. Hollywood guy said, hello, Days. If Ollie J wanted to be recognized, she should have wrestled an opponent. Your thoughts? Well, I don't need her doing that. I'll take that song over her wrestling someone. Certainly if she was going to wrestle with that same level of enthusiasm. I don't know. I just can't get my head around it. I don't understand why she was so unenthusiastic and just didn't really look like she wanted to be there. Especially considering she started it by saying, I am NXT 2.0. She started saying by, I am NXT 2.0, and then proceeded to look like the most bored person we've ever seen in NXT 2.0. If she is NXT 2.0, that really sums up the problems that NXT are going through at the moment. I am the physical embodiment of NXT 2.0. I'm gonna make you fall in love. How do gotta be? What you wanna be? I'm gonna come and see. I'm gonna make you fall in love. How do NXT, NXT, NXT. I'm gonna make you fall in love. I'm gonna be. What you gonna be? What you? Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Jesus! This might be alright. This match might be alright. Who knows? She was just imitating all the NXT 2.0 fans. If she's NXT 2.0, then why? This is why the show is awful. She was probably nervous. Well, she ain't gonna cut it in the music game world, then, is she? She ain't gonna cut it. If every time she goes on TV, she's gonna be like, Face first into the side of the ring. As we say in Ireland, Ollie Jesus. Ollie Jesus. Oh, Jesus. That does sound very Irish, doesn't it? Oh, Ollie Jesus. Big backbreaker. Tiffany is a buff Kelly. Right, we are 4 minutes. I miss XY Zion Quinn, says Austin. If you made a wild prediction, what do you think Balor's WrestleMania match will be? Damian Priest or Austin Theory? Austin Theory will get a good match, won't he? He's sure to get a good match. She should have sung it like Vince singing Stand Back. Ah! Like Vince at the Slam is. If you've never seen that, you got to check it out. Stand back! Stand back! Oh, man. I was so... Got to show that. Got to show just a little taster if you've never seen Vince. Because there'll be many people that haven't. Slammy Awards. Was it the 80s? Oh, God. Oh, he's just the greatest, isn't he? He is the gift that keeps on giving, Vince McMahon. The gift that keeps on giving. Guys, Sing 2's coming out in cinemas on Friday. Here we go. Look, Jesse the Body Ventura's like, here we go. We got something a little bit special for you. You're going to enjoy this. You're not going to believe what you're about to see. And they didn't. Look, there's the women dancing away. Look, this is exactly what we needed. We needed some of this. There's we got like wrestlers. Look, Macho Man playing trumpet. Here he is! Yay! Vinnie Mac! Vinnie Mac! Vinnie Mac! Vinnie Mac! Ah! The man, the myth, the legend! Yay! Look at him go! You absolutely look at the girls! Ah! That is great. Having like girls put their hands on your shoulder as you like gently make your way over while singing to the side of the stage. Like, making your way over. Jesus, look at him go. Classic. Woo! Oh, yeah! One of them, little lean. Compare that. That's how you do it. That's how you do Vinnie Mac showing Ollie J all the way from 1987. Showing Ollie J how it needs to be done. Completely agree. Look at them moves. Hogan on guitar. Brilliant. Great shout from Wrestle by Andy. Absolutely great shout. Some things in this world you just can't unsee. And I would say Vince being in that is absolutely one of them. Needs more Liberace. Well, I'm sure Vince would love a bit of Liberace. I think Vince thought Liberace was like on trend, which is why he was at WrestleMania 1. I think he'd been out of favor for about 20 years by that point. God, you're absolutely right. We need it. That's exactly what we needed. Like a young Tom Jones. God, brilliant. Vinnie Mac sent Ollie J his opinion on her son becoming a hit. No chance. You're fired. Tony in control. Vince can't do that anymore. God, but how much would we love to see him try? Greatest WrestleMania moment ever if we get a reconstruction of that. Imagine that. Imagine that they reconstruct that using current stars. Oh my God. If he loves us, he would give us that. I don't think that's much to ask. If he loves us, he would give us that moment. 2021. No, 2022 now. Does that mean it's an anniversary? Is it 35 years? If I've worked that out in my head that quick, that's quite impressive. 35 years. I think it is, you know. Since we had... it's the 35th anniversary. That would be awesome. It would be the halftime show. Needed more cowbell. You should see Vince do HBK's theme. 1987, when there were landline phones in every house and more than 50% didn't have a computer. God, I would have thought higher than that. Way higher than that. I mean, I don't know that we were, like, terribly late. I think people in the UK were kind of getting it around the same time, but we didn't get the internet till 98. So the idea that people had computers in 87... We might have had a computer, actually. We did have a computer, but it just had green text on it, and it wasn't connected to the internet. I never knew how you started it up or what you did with it, to be honest. Just had loads of text and files and things on. Looked boring. Big strike by Tony. Wow. Spanish Fly. Shanky on sax. Amazing. Can De Niro place a hit on Tony? Alex said, I like the Rumble, but my big issue is the fact that whoever the winner picks is most likely not going to lose that title by WrestleMania. It's a bit predictable. Legend Killer, shout out to you. Cameron Grimes going over to Tony. Kick coming into the midsection by Cameron Grimes. And again. Tony is grimacing. Cameron Grimes throws in another strike. Gets caught. Exploded suit, that was great. Look how hard he bounced off the corner. That was great. 1, 2, kick out. It's being watched on by Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I love that. I love that exploded suplex, and he bounces off the corner. What must be going through the mind? Here is an idea. Eric Bischoff could work with Adam Pearce. Have you had that steak you mentioned? Oh, I did. I had it yesterday. Oh, my God. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It's one of the best steaks I've ever had at home. Yes, I did. It was... I like it quite rare. And it was rare. But it was such a big steak. The more you got into the center, the rarer it got. But at no point was it like too rare. It was cooked. So it was beautiful. In fact, the more it got into the center, the more I was enjoying it. I do like my steaks quite rare. So yeah, I would say it was rare. I wouldn't say it wasn't blue or anything like that. I would say rare. But I know a lot of steakhouses want you to have it medium. So I do tend to have medium. But I've had quite a few medium steaks. Oh, Pete Dunne's here. Peter Poppins. But yeah, it was lovely. The next thing I want is a McPlant. That is the next thing on my to-get list. Pete Dunne returns. He hits Tony with is it a baseball bat or something on the outside? Cameron Grimes wins. Peter. The first home computer was 74 by MITS called the Altair. Well done steaks are pointless. Medium rare is my favourite. This was kind of medium rare, but as it got more into the middle, it was getting rarer. It was nice. So juicy. It's only the same kind of thing you would find in a restaurant if you went to a restaurant. It was nothing like special. Okay. There's Tommaso. A little bit OTT from Bron Breakker there. Bron Breakker like, come on, let's go. Like, it's a bit OTT. I don't see Stone Cold doing that. I don't see Stone Cold, Stone Cold wouldn't shout that, would he? Stone Cold would just lay into them. He wouldn't be like, come on, let's go, come on. Dial it down. Come on, Bron Breakker. Stop being such a hype bro at times. Dial it down. It would be better if Bron Breakker stood there, like, did something like this, like, making a big mistake. Something like that. Rather, come on, put him up. That was the thing, but Bron Breakker went a little bit too animated. Oh, he's young. We all make mistakes when we're young. Look at Ollie J. Right, let's get a score. What do you think of this week's NXT 2.0? 8 to 10. 7 to 7, 5. 6 to 6, 7, 5. 5, 7, 5, or below. My first computer was in 83, and it was a Commodore 64. That's a great computer. I don't know what mine was. My first computer was, I've said about it before. I did see it the other day. It was on that, I saw it on that Ashen channel. And when I say the other day, I mean about 2 years ago. He did a video where he looked at really obscure computers, and he actually looked at the one I had. Can't remember what it was. It was like an Amiga or something, but and it had big buttons on it. And I've said about it before. I remember putting in a game that was like Sky Simulator, Flight Simulator. It was just a blue screen, and occasionally you'd get like a white cloud come across, and that was about it. Sucked. Right, get in your thoughts. Adrian said, I'm using an IBM Windows 98. Classic. Can I get a shout out? Sorry if I asked for one. If I forgot if I asked for one. Well, you did ask for one, Michael. You did ask for one, because I remember saying earlier, Michael will apologize for this soon. You did, Michael. You're now asking for shout-outs when you've forgotten that you've already requested a shout-out? What's going on, Michael? What's going on? Are you a bot that apologizes? Are you one of them? Are you one of them apologizing bots? They should have kept Breakker's partner a surprise. Should have been Ollie J. Ciampa and Dunn return. So does that mean no for them for the Rumble? Well, they were in the running, and I think they're still in the running. But they were only being linked because they were being used in dark matches. Sorry, Days, says Michael. Ollie will win a Grammy, mark my word. Oh, no, I don't deny that. I'm sure she will. I'm pretty sure they just give them out now, don't they? Ciampa knows he doesn't have the size Vince is looking for, and he'd be used as a jobber on the main roster. Where are we? 92. Here we go. Ollie J has got an OnlyFans. We've won, boys. But at what cost? At what cost? At the cost of we now have to actually listen to her sing. At what cost? So that's why she's on. So she's got 1,500 Twitter followers. She's got listened to 130 odd times on Spotify, but she's got an OnlyFans. Oh God, it's in the gutter. It's in the. Someone turn the lights off. It's done. Wrestling's done. Wrestling's dead. Oh my God, it's dead. Killed it. They've killed it. Best gaming console of all time. Do you know what I love? Can I show you what I bought the other day? I'll show you what I bought. It's plugged in right now, actually. Ta-da! It's an unofficial one, and it's got a USB connection to it. But do you remember I said the other day I found an N64 emulator that actually worked and actually properly emulated the games? I was so excited, but it was only £10. Bought it, £10. So now I've got N64 emulator with some N64 games on this computer and an N64 controller, and one day I will get a chance to play it. One day. I don't know when that day is going to come, but I want to play GoldenEye. Desperate to play GoldenEye. So I'm not saying that N64 is the best, but some of my fondest memories are Mario Kart, GoldenEye, Super Mario 64. They are absolutely some of my fondest memories. But I think for me personally, it might be either the Mega Drive or the Genesis, as you called it, in America, or the PlayStation 3. I don't know if I had a PS2, you know. I had a PS1. I don't think I had a PS2, so I don't think I had that connection with the PS2 like other people. I had a PlayStation 3. To be honest, though, I wouldn't say that was my favourite. PS4, I just don't even know why I've got it. Just didn't really get many games for it at all. And any that I did, like Watch Dogs, I still haven't played. So, yeah, PS4, PS3... I'm going to say Genesis. I'm going to say Mega Drive Genesis is my favourite. But I do have a real soft spot for the N64, hence why I've got it. So you're so lucky. I can't wait to get the N64 again. Yeah, I've got, what is it? Is it Classic Boy that I got? Classic Boy, I think, is the emulator. Works on all PCs. And then, as I said, you can find this like online. So it's pretty simple to set it up. GoldenEye was my ish back in the day. Life of Daz said, check Twitter. You will like this. Well, I don't think so. Are you talking about Twitter in general? Cause I'm like, I'm not really that bothered. Not really that bothered. I don't even think I'm on the right account. I'm on the Wrestling Escape Pod account. Oh my God, will it let me change over? Yeah. Jesus compilation. Nice. Oh, Austin did take a screenshot of me. Wow. I look fit. I look like some kind of weird mime, actually, with that hat over my face. Wild. Right. Let's have a look, see what people voted it. I can't really score this show. I thought it was a bit rubbish. Certainly didn't think it was 8 to 10 or 7 to 7.5. I don't even know if I thought it was 6 to 6.75. Austin, what did you score it? David said 5 out of 10. There was very poor rapping. Austin, what did you give it? I'd probably give it about the same. What did you give it, Austin? Was you about a 5 or what was you? Where was you, Austin? Justin says, good night, everybody. Good night, Justin. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Turok is one of my favourite games. Never played it. I might have the ROM, though. Why so much? What did he say? That was nice. Do you remember Dragon Slayer? Nope. I gave it 6, but I can go lower. Well, I have heard that about you. I'm going to be about a 5, I think. I just wasn't really grabbed by anything here. I had fun with it. But, God, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it was a bit tag team heavy. Not really too fussed. Like, a load of those tag teams just don't bother me. EO Tiffany, that was probably a highlight. But then for every positive, we had Ollie J. Main event was all right as well, though. So, around about that ballpark. So, right, guys, we are done. Austin says, I feel the same. You're like a brother from another mother, aren't you, bud? Right, guys, we are done. Appreciate the supports. Supports? All of you are my supports. Right, we are back again tomorrow. I'm going to go and have beans on toast now, you know. Quite fancy it. So I'm going to go and do that. We are back tomorrow for what genuinely looks to be a very good AEW. Pretty stacked show, so I am genuinely looking forward to that. We don't have anything on Thursday. We've got SmackDown on Friday and Rampage. Obviously, we've got a chunky Royal Rumble on Saturday. And then I have said that I think we'll do something on Sunday because there's no games. So I do get asked for retro watch-alongs, and I am open to that idea. But I don't know. There might be something else instead. But I'm thinking potentially a retro watch-along on Sunday. But we'll wait and see. But, yeah, appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And see you again next time. Toodly bye for now.